The Rangers fell behind the New Jersey Devils early yesterday, and that spelled trouble. They never caught up. The Devils shut them out 3-0. In Tampa Bay, the Lightning played a terrific game, but lost in overtime to the Detroit Red Wings when Sergei Fedorov scored on a rebound of a Steve Yzerman shot. A heartbreaking loss for the Lightning, who are battling for playoff position in the Eastern Conference. The Rangers are trying to hold on to the top spot in the East. Today at the Thunderdome in St. Petersburg, it's the New York Rangers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Hello, everyone, and welcome to New York Rangers hockey. Sam Rosen along with John Davidson. Glad you're with us. And an afternoon in Florida. I don't know if the guys wanted to come out and play hockey today.
Boy, we got off the aircraft last night. It was amazing. We were flying and about to land here. And Sal Messina goes, you know what's great about Florida? No snow. That's an understatement, isn't it?
Keen observation. As for the Rangers and the Lightning, two tough games earlier this season, both in which the Rangers fell behind 3 goals in the first period.
Came back for a tie and came back for a win. The Lightning Hockey Club was exceptional with the power play in those 2 games. But the Rangers, I think, don't want to find themselves following the same pattern where they took bad penalties early, trailed, and really had to battle to come back, which they did, led by Mark Messier. He was named the game's first star in one of the games and then the second star in the other. And again, 3 out of 4 points, even though they trailed 3-0 in both games. I think it was a lesson learned. The coaches went to past history with those 2 games and talked to their players about it today.
Rangers were good late in both those games, scoring 3 goals in the third period in each of them. We spoke with Rangers captain Mark Messier about avoiding falling behind the Lightning early.
Well, we got to be a little more prepared to start, especially against this team. They got some skilled players that, if you're not paying attention defensively, they can hurt you. We also got into penalty trouble both times in those games, which ultimately hurt us, and we were able to scratch our way back and tie one of the games, I think, and win the other one. But they got some skilled players, and if you don't pay attention, they're going to sting you.
Lightning are a better team this year. They're at .500. What's really improved is their power play.
They're ranked number 2 in the league. They're banged up from yesterday's game with Detroit. Their lineup isn't as good. However, they've scored more power play goals at home this year than they scored last season combined already. And it's really kept them in games. And I think today they need their power play, knowing the injuries they have. Again, over the first 2 games with the Rangers, 6 for 15. 2 of those were 5-on-3s where the Rangers got themselves into trouble. Now on their blue line, they have Hamrlik and Klima. Hamrlik a defenseman, Klima the forward back there. Watch how they move the puck, how well they shoot it off the fly here. This is dangerous. I mean, this is a very, very, very dangerous power play. Only Pittsburgh has better numbers on the season. Peter Klima asked to be put on the point. He played there in Edmonton a few years ago, was successful. Coach says, okay, let's try it. And has been on a roll ever since. Now, he does good things on the power play. As you're going to see, there's one of the shots. He does have the good shot from the point. He also passes well. There's a goal. He also can be a detriment back there, a forward playing the point on the power play. Here he has trouble at the blue line against Colorado. Sakic and Forsberg head up ice against the other defenseman, and bang, it's a 2-on-1 goal. However, his few mistakes back there have been outweighed by the good plays he makes. And again, they're ranked number 2 on their power play. Be disciplined.
You mentioned injuries for Tampa Bay. Their leading goal scorer, Alexander Solovanov, is out. Their number 1 goaltender, Darren Pupa, will not start.
Got a bad back and a bad ankle there. Jeff Reese plays. He hasn't won a game since, I think, the 19th of December. Right. However, this team is gritty. They try to bait you into penalties. They play that trap. They're disciplined. They're patient. And they're tough. And they'll have to be good on their power play to beat the Rangers because of their depleted lineup.
Glenn Healy gets the call once again. His 15th consecutive start. We'll be set to go. Rangers and Tampa Bay Lightning right after this.
Drink Bud Ice. But beware the penguins.
What time is it? It's time to grow up with Sesame Street Live. It's time for the best in big entertainment, fabulous fun, and your best friends live on stage. It's time to see what your favorite Sesame Street friends want to be when they grow up. What time is it? It's time to see Sesame Street Live's When I Grow Up. Hurry, you know how time flies.
When I Grow Up, now through February 25th at the Paramount. Tickets available at the Garden Box Office and Ticketmaster. Call 212-307-7171.
As the official airline of the 1996 Olympic Games, Delta has created an event just for business travelers, the International Dash. With 4,900 daily flights to 300 cities, we'll fly you to the business world with a schedule that's as full as yours. And we don't do it so we can finish first. We do it so you can. Delta Airlines.
Person needs to send resume to New York. Wants to make a big impression. Goes to post office. Finds out priority mail is a smart solution. Resume gets noticed. Person gets job. Now, if you can only get a cab. Team needs new jerseys. Person has to deliver them overnight. Goes to post office. Finds express mail is a smart solution. Guarantees delivery. Jerseys arrive on time. Person avoids getting sacked.
You have the perfect shot, the perfect moment, but the flash doesn't go off. Next time, use Energizer brand batteries from Nobody Beats the Wiz.
Are you a Knicks fan? Do you want to win big? Then you've got to enter Reese's Jeep and Eagle Super Shot Contest with a chance to take center court at a Knicks game and shoot to win the grand prize. Your choice of a 1996 Jeep Grand Cherokee or an Eagle Talon TSI. Runner-up prizes include dinner for two at Houlihan's and tickets to an upcoming Knicks game. To enter, just fill out an entry form at all participating Reese restaurants or call the Knicks fan line presented by AT&T for details. Reese's Jeep and Eagle Super Shot Contest. Enter today.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you by Bud Ice, the official beer sponsor of the NHL. By Delta Airlines, official airline of Madison Square Garden. By Nobody Beats the Wiz Home Entertainment Centers. And by American Express.
Tampa Bay Lightning, and there is Glenn Healy in goal. As I mentioned, his 15th consecutive start, 13-5-7 his record this season. And Jeff Reese gets the call. Darren Pope had been carrying the load, 4-3-1 this season since coming over from Hartford December the 1st.
I think the Rangers get a break. Darren Pope has been one of the hottest goaltenders in the league. He's been flat out sensational. He came out midway through warm-up, took a few shots. He's been bothered by a bad back. I'm not sure they even wanted to dress him. However, the farm club, the Atlanta Knights, for the Tampa Bay Hockey Club, is on the West Coast. They couldn't get anybody in.
San Francisco.
Yeah. Couldn't get anybody in to replace him, and I think Tampa's basically down to 3 lines for this game.
Underway. Rangers open up with Mark Messier centering for Adam Graves and Pat Verbeek on the right side. Brian Leach and Jeff Foucault on defense. Forechecking is number 34, Mikhail Anderson. He's on with Brian Bradley, number 19, and Rob Zaminer, number 7, who's playing with a bit banged up. Foucault wraps up Zaminer. Michel Petit, one-time New York Ranger, wearing number 95, and Corey Cross, number 4, on defense.
Tampa plays the trap, but they'll challenge more. They don't back out to center ice. They try to challenge you either deep like they are now or at the blue line when you move out of the zone.
Messier comes out. Gets by Anderson. 3-on-2 develops. Graves has the puck in the shot stick to side by Reese. Verbeek with a hit on Petit. Puck in the corner. Banged up the boards by Anderson to Sean Burr, number 11, who sends it across for Corey Cross. And he's taken out by Matthias Norstrom. Ulf Samuelsson has the puck as the Rangers change, as do the Lightning. Messier still on with Verbeek. Beek sends in. Played off the boards. Ray Ferraro missed it. Luke Robitaille gets it to Ferraro, looking for Kovalov. The pass blocked by David Shaw.
Kovalov on the ice now. He was the Rangers' best player yesterday.
Rostrom got back to stop John Cullen. And this is Sean Burr. Across to Roman Hammerlich, the all-star representative of the Lightning. Klima moving in. Nice move, and the shot stick to side by
I think this is the #1 line today. With Cullen and Klima on the line, they're dangerous. This is the Tampa Bay #1 line.
Hammerlich winds up. Shot blocked. Burr's shot is a save by Healy. Went through him. He didn't know where it was, but it went wide of the net.
You know, when you add this line for Tampa Bay and put Hammerlich out there, it's dangerous.
Here comes Ferraro. Hammerlich trying to get back. Ferraro shoots. Save by Reese. Robitaille's pass comes out of the zone, retrieved by Bruce Driver, shoots it into the Tampa Bay zone.
Hammerlich may be shaken up a little bit. He went hard into the corner and slowly getting to the bench right now. This is a tough, quick pace here, isn't it?
And yesterday's game was a tremendous pace between Tampa Bay and Detroit. All game, and the Lightning played well and really had a good chance to win the game. Backhander is stopped. The backhander by Weimer. Healy made a good save. Rangers clear the zone. And a fast start to this game. Bill Holder, who just came off an injury, going back to touch up, and the whistle for an icing on the Rangers as you look at 29-year-old Jeff Reese, who's playing with his 4th NHL team, Toronto, Calgary, Hartford, and now the Tampa Bay Lightning.
It's a very strong start for Reese and Glenn Healy. Both look very comfortable. Reese in particular with the last shot on the partial breakaway. Ferraro with a shot. The puck was put in the corner, and here's Hammerlich going down hard on his left side. He was a little bit slow at getting up. Appears on the bench, however, to be okay.
Reese has played only 1 game since December 28th. That was a 5-3 loss to Florida.
That's because Pupa's been hot, hot, hot. Nobody hears about the Tampa Bay Lightning all that much around the rest of the league, but he has been hot. He's been their best player.
And he's carried the Lightning since November the 16th. Tampa Bay has been 18-12-4.
And Pupa's save percentage around .925 over that period of time, which is exceptionally high.
Wayne Presley moves in on Enrico Ciccone. Ciccone number 39 on with Bill Holder number 2. Kevin Lowe is there digging it loose. Nemchinov, Sundstrom, and Presley. Sundstrom to Presley, missed it. Driver turns and shoots, blocked. Ciccone finds the puck and clears the zone. Sundstrom sends it back in.
That was Jason Weimer with a good back check job on Presley. That's why Presley missed the puck. Seeing good defensive zone coverage by both teams to this point in the first period.
Healy plays it away from Chris Gratton. Ryan Leach slides it across. Daniel Lacroix backhands it into the Tampa Bay zone. 3.5 minutes gone by, first period, no score. Michel Petit, number 95, came over from the LA Kings earlier this season. Early December. Ryan Bradley across to Rob Zaminer. Zaminer checked by Bukaboom. Ian LaPerriere back for the puck. It's Lacroix, LaPerriere, and Kyprios for the Rangers. Healy stops the puck. Zaminer almost took it away. Kyprios moves it up the boards and out of the zone. Mike Richter is not with the team. Stayed back in New York, John, to get some work.
Yeah, there was no ice available here with a 3 o'clock game, so he stayed in New York, was able to go to the practice facility, get his workout in, and use all the facility that he needs to hurry to try to get back.
Petit and Lacroix were going at it. Lacroix heads off for a change. And Brian Bradley moves the puck. Bradley slowed down at the line. Terry Crisp, the head coach of the Lightning, says Bradley is the key man. He says,
well, he's our key guy.
Goes, they go.
He's our key guy offensively. Yeah. They got some other guys here. This is a team that can aggravate you and get your emotions going. It's also a team that can score with their power play. And John Cullen has played exceptionally well for this club.
Especially on the power play.
Right.
Alexander Selivanov out with an ankle.
And their defense is big.
Cullen's shot was blocked. He finds the puck again. It's blocked again. Takes a third shot. Deflects into the corner.
And both teams playing tough in front of their own goal. Nobody's getting that second shot.
Cullen tries to get away from Messier. Now Nordstrom picks it up, and a whistle stops play.
Nets off the mooring on the near side. It's sitting up about 2 inches. Andy Van Helleman, the veteran referee, spotted it. Stopped play, and we've had a quick pace here.
owning my own business.
Nothing like that feeling.
And it's a great feeling.
When it's your business, every day and every dollar has to count.
Have your own business. I enjoy it.
So consider the American Express corporate card for small business. The card that offers real value, like savings on hotels, car rentals, and UPS overnight shipping. 3% off gasoline at Mobil. Even accident disability insurance at no extra cost. To apply, watch your mail for your application or call 1-800-835-AMEX.
The best card to have.
The Infiniti i30 is truly an extraordinary luxury car. It has a revolutionary micro-finished V6 that can out-accelerate many luxury V8s. It comes with patented rear multi-link beam suspension that allows for superb handling. And it does something all $30,000 luxury cars should do. Perform.
Now, for a limited time, lease the Infiniti i30 with no down payment.
Remember, when you're having good times with good friends, drink responsibly, because friends know when to say when. A reminder from your friends at Budweiser.
I got to tell you, it was something. Wake up about 7:30, 8 o'clock, go out for a walk, nothing but pelicans, sunshine. The ocean looked like, oh.
Keep it in. Cullen is stopped by Healy.
I'm glad Healy's thinking hockey.
That's right.
That was a good save. Beautiful save.
Nordstrom trying to lead Messier. Messier chases it down. Corey Cross picks him up. Messier circles, drops it off. Samuelson shot deflects into the corner. Cullen moves the puck, gave it away to Nordstrom. Toward the net, blocked by David Shaw. Sent all the way down. This will be an icing on the Lightning. Nordstrom touches up. The whistle stops play. 14-20.
Glenn Healy, marvelous save by Healy, is on the near side. There was a little time with the one-on-one confrontation. Glenn moves well to his left, always has, and he stays. And when he leads with his goal stick, and you'll see it here, the puck jumps away, kept in nicely, as you see there. Body not taken, so the puck is in. There's Cullen. See Glenn move to his left, kept the legs together. You kind of attacked the shooter in that situation. Rangers flew the zone, never took the body, and the pinch by the left defenseman really worked. I'm not sure who it was that kept it in, but look at Glenn. He attacks the shooter. He doesn't sit back on a goal line on those breakaway type plays. I think it was Hammerlick that kept the puck in, was it? I'm not sure.
Glenn Healy.
First big save goes to Glenn Healy.
Coming right back after yesterday's game in New Jersey.
Yeah, the Rangers gave up a lot of odd man rushes, especially late when they trailed, when they tried to take some chances. The story of yesterday's game, the Rangers broke the trap. They had no trouble with the trap. When they got inside New Jersey's zone, New Jersey played as good as you'll ever see any team play in this league regarding defense. You couldn't get to the net on them. You couldn't get rebounds. You couldn't get anything. Rangers had one odd man rush the whole game.
Devils on a good roll right now, unbeaten in their last 8, 5 wins, 3 ties. Puck around the boards to Ray Ferraro.
Mentioned, Sam, that was Corey Cross that kept the puck in, number 4, not number 44.
Robitaille was ridden out by Ciccone. The puck cleared out of the zone, and Bruce Driver is back for it. 13:40 to go, first period, no score in the game. Driver takes the puck from Healy, moves it to Kovalov. Driver took a hit from Rudy Poschek.
Yeah, that was a good hit, a hard hit.
There's Ferraro moving in, Kovalov to the net, pass behind him. Ferraro finds it again, blocked by Gratton. Kept in by Lowe for Kovalov. He shot it wide. Reese might have gotten a piece of it with a stick. Kovalov to the loose puck. Kovalov checked there by Chris Gratton. Keeps it alive, makes the play for Lowe, but Bill Holder intercepts and clears it out. Shot in by Brian Bellows. Bellows, Tampa Bay could use some more offensive production from Bellows. He scored on the power play, but not too much at even strength. Kovalov. McTee got back, pulls down Ferraro. Kovalov took it away from Hammerlick, sets up Leach with a shot high and wide. Around the boards, Rob Zameter is there, checked by Bukaboom, pinching in. Ferraro makes the play for Sundstrom, it's through him. Leach recovers. Now, Nicholas Sundstrom, tipped ahead, here comes Presley, cuts in, shoots, save, Reese.
Great play by Reese and a terrific play by Presley. He took the body to take the shot. Petit takes the penalty, I believe it's slashing. Presley comes off the bench, drives to the net. It's a power play, Rangers.
February
puts a great lineup of big-time sports action right at your fingertips on MSG Network. Like New York Knicks basketball with matchups against the Pistons, the Hawks, and the LA Lakers. New York Rangers hockey with face-offs against the Penguins, the Islanders, and the Boston Bruins. MSG brings you all the pregame stats, stories, and team news with MCS Canada, Knicks, and Rangers game night. February is a great month for college hoops fans with matchups that include Villanova, Rutgers, Pittsburgh, and Manhattan, plus 3 more big St. John's games. Once again, MSG brings you full coverage of one of America's oldest sporting traditions. Don't miss the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, sponsored by Pedigree Food for Dogs. Take a hard look at today's fast-moving sports world and the people who make the headlines. Bob Page hosts Page One. Plus, you can always catch the latest scores, stories, highlights, and area high school sports news on Coors Light MSG Sports Desk. It's all right at your fingertips. A great lineup of February sports action on MSG Network. The best in the game.
Petit for slashing at 7:31.
Yeah.
Rangers get the first power play of the game.
I think it's a slash when you break your stick over somebody or over their stick. Here's Presley. Watch him use his body, and there's the slash across the ankle, breaking Petit's stick right in half. Petit is second on the team in penalty minutes. He takes the first one in this game.
Rangers power play had 2 good games against the Islanders when they were 4 for 15. But against Tampa Bay this season, 1 for 14. And over the last 6 games, 5 for 35, 6 for 49 over the last 9 games. Here's Leach. Driver toward the net. Graves tried to deflect it. Graves, Messier, Verbeek, Leach, and Driver for the power play. Messier holding, Zaminer, Tucker, Cross, and Shaw, the penalty killing unit for Tampa Bay. Graves in the corner. Messier. For Verbeek, saved by Reese. Perfect setup by Messier and a good shot. That pass through Verbeek to Leach. Leach draws 2 men to him. Messier to Verbeek. He shoots. Save! Oh, beautiful glove save by Jeff Reese.
Yes, sir. How about the pass work by the Rangers? Messier in particular. The Rangers are trying to find Messier on the sideboards at the hash marks. And from there, he's doing all the setting up. And then Reese, who actually came across so far, he had to reach back. There's the pass that went through Verbeek. Now watch the Rangers try to get the puck back to Messier. Right here. Bang. Now they can start quarterbacking it and set somebody up. Look at this shot. And a wonderful catching glove save by Jeff Reese. Watch Reese almost, there he kicks the puck right out. A good save. He's had great focus and concentration. Watch the catching glove. Watch the catching glove. He relaxes for a minute. Now he better get ready. How about that? Great shot. Verbeek was about to put his hands in the air.
And Adam Graves looked at him like, how'd you do that?
Man, it's beautiful save. He's still got the green helmet, the old Hartford Whaler
helmet.
Yeah. He's had time to get it painted, hasn't he?
I would think so, unless he knows something we don't know. Less than a minute to go in the power play for the Rangers. Driver toward the net, saved by Reese, and he's got the puck.
Yeah, you win a face-off, good things happen. I'd like to see how the Rangers deal with this power play now. 55 seconds to go, and Petit's minor. Kovalov with Robitaille and Ferraro. Kovalov has been good lately. The linesman there made the puck jump a little bit, but the Rangers recovered. Through the screen went the shot. See number 2, Holder, he dropped to his knees. Took himself out of the play. If there was a rebound, there were 2 Rangers there all alone to try to deal with a rebound.
Lightning able to clear all the way down. 42 seconds to go in the power play. Kovalov for Ferraro, a little behind him. Ferraro sends it in. Mikhail Anderson goes for it. Anderson drives it around the boards. Leach stops it. Speeds Robitaille. Back to Leach. Now to Robitaille. Sean Burr is there. In the slot, Ferraro tried to touch pass it to Driver.
Penalty. A hooking call as the Rangers touch pass did not work. Ferraro tried to come back and got caught with a hook.
And this is what the Rangers did 3 times yesterday.
That's exactly right. You were looking at the statistics and you turn around and said, is that right? 3 times yesterday? Yes, sir. 3 times the Rangers on a power play took a penalty themselves. So this time Ferraro tried to touch pass behind his back, but it didn't work because Driver was cutting in. See that? Now Ferraro reaches out, and you see the good effort by Anderson, and his legs kept going. See, there's the touch pass. Driver had snuck in, and Ferraro didn't realize it. You got to stay, well, you know, that may have been a 2-on-1, so Ferraro, standing still, took the penalty.
So it's 4-on-4 for 23 seconds, and when Petit comes out of the penalty box, the Lightning will have their first power play of the game. No score in the game, 10:52 to go, first period.
$1.37. A minute 37 the Lightning will have to deal with on the power play.
Nemchinov for Beek, Samuelson and Lowan for the Rangers, Bradley and Bellows, Shaw and Hammerlich for the Lightning. Petit back in 10 seconds. Nemchinov controlling. Samuelson for Nemchinov. He breaks in. He shoots. He scores. Sergei Nemchinov gives the Rangers a 1-0 lead with a great effort.
Have we seen Nemchinov play well in this building before?
We spoke about it before the game, that he's had good games here. And he comes out with a strong effort to the net.
Roman Hammerlich's a great player who's struggled since the All-Star break. See him, number 44 on the blue line? Watch how he moves across. He's standing still completely. Quick pass through the middle. And a beautiful pass it was. And there you see the goal scored. Great pass by Olfi Samuelson. He caught everybody, and Nemchinov had to take the pass off a skate blade. Then he had to beat David Shaw and Jeff Reese. He did so. The Rangers lead 1-0, and now the Lightning have a power play.
Their first of the game. They are second in the league on the power play, 21.6%. They went 1 for 5 yesterday against the Detroit Red Wings. Bradley, Bellows, Jason Weimer, number 24.
Yeah, he's getting a little more ice time. He's only 20 years of age, or almost 20. He's been coming on a little bit with some goal scoring recently.
Klima and Hammerlich play the points, but of course they're missing Alexander Solovyov, their leading goal scorer. Paul Eisenbart's out with an injury. Messier was taken down, and that's it for the Tampa Bay.
Peter Klima got caught. As you see him look at Andy Van Hellemond, he got caught. Stick still on the ice. He tripped up Mark Messier, and all of a sudden both teams now have taken a situation where they've had a power play and taken a penalty on their own power plays. You watch here as the Rangers, Messier steals the puck from Hammerlich, and then he gets tripped up by Klima. So Hammerlich struggling. You can see it here, Sam. He got caught flat-footed on the Nemchinov goal, and there he makes a bad pass. I mean, tried to put it right through the feet of Messier, and that caused his teammate to take the penalty.
And Tampa Bay coaches were telling us this morning, John, that Hammerlich has not come back strong since the All-Star game. They feel maybe he's a little too heady about it, but he's kind of lost his focus on what his role is here.
Well, he's a good player, and he's young, and it's all part of the learning process. And the coaches, you know, now put him right back on the ice.
Yeah.
So he's on for the 4-on-3 against. Or pardon me, the
4-on-4 now.
Oh, I don't see a fourth. Oh, here comes Weimer now. I couldn't understand why the Lightning didn't have another player out there.
The Rangers' goal was Nemchinov's 10th from Samuelson and Lowe at 9:30. Teams are skating 4 aside now.
Oh, baby.
Samuelson runs into Jason Weimer. Weimer's strong.
Oh, yeah, he's wide and very thick. His body's thick. He's a very strong guy. Samuelson made some great passes yesterday against the Devils' trap and made a great pass here on the Nemchinov goal.
Sent in by Nordstrom. Nordstrom on now. Here is Sundstrom around the net. Nordstrom, Driver, Sundstrom, and Nemchinov for the Rangers. Weimer, Gratton, Holder, and Hammerlich for Tampa Bay. Rangers go on a power play in 18 seconds. 1-0 Rangers, 9:05 to go in the first. Bruce Driver moves up with it. Rob Zaminer is there. Turned into a solid player for Tampa Bay.
He's playing banged up here, but they're real happy with the fact that he's always in your face. And every shift, he gives a good effort. Power play Rangers for a minute.
Lead for Ferraro. He tipped it ahead, chases it down, checked by Hammerlich. Verbeek against Shaw. Second power play for the Rangers. John Tucker, number 14, skates it clear. 45 seconds to go in the Rangers' man advantage. Zaminer with 3 short-handed goals. The shot was blocked. Tucker taken out by Ferraro.
That was a 4-on-2 for Tampa Bay, short-handed.
Messier moves up with Leach and Verbeek. Joined by Robitaille, 4-on-3. The shot, score!
Actually, you know what, Sam? That was a 4-on-2. And a big shot up top.
Ryan Leach. It's a power play goal, and the Rangers take a 2-0 lead.
You want to trade chances with the Rangers with their goal-scoring ability. it can be a problem. Tampa Bay went up ice 4-on-2, had a backhand shot that hit their own man. Look at the Rangers, 3 men back. This is a 4-on-2. Nice play here, but the backhander hit the man in front, Klima, or pardon me, that wasn't Klima. Anyway, it didn't get to the net. Now all of a sudden you see the chance taken by Zamner in the neutral zone. He's beaten. Here's Leach. How about that for a shot? When he uses the wrist shot that hits the net, it's terrific. And there you see Messier go wide to draw a man to him. Leach had lots of room to move in and just hits the top corner. That was Tucker, thank you, who was taken out of the play deep in the Rangers zone.
Real good shot by Brian Leach. So the Rangers are the ones jumping out early in this third meeting of the season between these two teams. 3rd of 5. Lightning in a tough stretch in their schedule. They're playing the top teams. They played Detroit yesterday, Rangers today. They've got St. Louis, Colorado, and Philadelphia coming up. Tough stretch for them. Shot by Sean Burr just went
They
wide.
have 6 or 7 in a row on home ice. It's a real important part of their schedule regarding the playoffs, and they're in a fight with Boston.
Kiprios moves to the net. Saved by Reese. 6 straight, John. This is the second of 6.
Boston, they now go on a road for 7 in a row, and you saw their game yesterday. That's a hurting hockey club right now.
They are struggling. They've got some injuries, and they're not playing well defensively. And Steve Casper is hoping that they'll just come together on the road as a team.
What about Ranford?
Bill Ranford played well, John. His ankle was okay, but he's got no help on the back line. And he's making some saves, but they were overmatched against the size of Philadelphia yesterday. Icing whistled on Tampa Bay. 7:02 to go in the first period. Rangers with a 2-0 lead.
Welcome to Hockey 101. This is the puck. This is the net. This is the Zamboni. These are hits. These are saves. These are goals. And this, well, this is the ice. Bud Ice and Bud Ice Light, the official beer sponsors of the NHL.
Let's see how much you know about gasoline. Ready? In 1921, who opened the world's first drive-in service station? Your dad used it. His dad used it. Today, Gulf's Advent 21 formula keeps fuel injectors clean and helps my car run better than ever before. Whether it's full service or self-serve, for the life of your car, you know the name. Go Gulf.
Hey, Sam.
You know that guy?
I wonder if he was ever an old goaltender. 0-0 with a big tummy. Likes to have a few laughs.
The Rangers goal, Leach's 10th from Messier and Driver. Power play goal at 11:42. Leach had had only 1 goal in the last 10 games. A good shot scoring on the power play. Robitaille moves it to Kovalov. Back for Robitaille. Ferraro's got it. Backhander goes wide. 6:45 to go in the first. Rangers with a 2-0 lead. Matthias Thorstrom. Rangers scratching Alexander Karpovtsev from the lineup this afternoon, along with Joey Kosar. Doug Lidster remains out, but is getting close to returning. And Mike Richter probably will return Thursday night. Rangers' next game at home against Montreal. 6:27 remaining. The icing whistle against Tampa Bay. Mark Messier picking up a point on the power play goal by Brian Leach.
He didn't have any points yesterday. That's the 5th time in the last 28 games. That's all where he's gone without a point. Of course, the whole team was without a point. Against Tampa Bay this season, Sam, he has scored the tying goal in both games and set up the game winner in the one game where they tied and then came back to win it. First star and second star in the 2 Tampa Bay games this season. Here's a 2-on-1.
2-on-1 developing. Zaminer leads Mikael Anderson. Back to Zaminer. Lowe deflects the pass. Good play by Kevin Lowe. Messier turns. Comes out with a puck. Trying to feed Graves. Messier now with 79 points on the season. He is 5th in the league in scoring. Graves for Verbeek. Taken off the boards by Corey Cross. This could be an icing. No, Healy comes out to play it away from the Lightning forwards, Brian Bradley and Rob Zaminer. And Messier races down with Verbeek 2-on-2. Verbeek to Messier. Beak to the net. Messier looking for a trailer. Finds Graves. He's hooked by Bradley. Bradley stays with him for Beak. Try to swing it around. Messier chases it down. Messier checked by David Shaw. Plays it deep. Ryan Bradley back for us. And across to Shaw. Zamener sends it in. Healy leaves it for Brian Leach. Four checkers, John Cullen, Nemchinov. Bust past Sean Burr. Here's Sundstrom, Nemchinov to the net. Feed to Presley. Backhander is gloved by Reese. Drops it off for Burr.
That play set up because Nemchinov is a power forward skating through the neutral zone. Uses his legs to fend off the other team when they check with their sticks.
And drop pass by Klima. Rangers shoot it in, and Reese leaves it for Enrico Ciccone. Off the stick of Sundstrom. John Cullen moves down. Leach goes over. Cullen with Klima. Cullen shoots. Healy the save, and he covers up just in time. Play stops with 4:40 to go in the first. Rangers with a 2-goal lead.
MSG Network celebrates Black History Month presented by Minolta in partnership with Nobody Beats the Wiz.
Arthur Ashe was one of the greatest tennis players in the history of the game. #1 ranked tennis player in the world, he finished first at least once in the U.S. Open, Wimbledon, and the Davis Cup Championships. He is single-handedly responsible for opening up the world of tennis to greater black participation. An incredible human being, a master of his game. Arthur Ashe, a legend in his own time.
How does Minolta stay on top?
Do you think that I'd zoom to Bora Bora without my new Explorer?
I can keep my little girl at any age with Minolta's Freedom Family Zoom.
I ain't know about being #1, and the max I'm through in the SI keeps Minolta on top.
This Minolta Compact can't zoom to 140 millimeters? I lied.
Only from the mind of Minolta.
Try the Action Zoom, and you've joined Club Minolta.
As you're going to see here, Klima will be attacking along right here, going to the net, then he turns, and here's Healy making the save. The Tampa Bay club here is trying to get the odd man rushes. They've had 3 or 4 of them, but unable to get really good scoring chances on them.
LePerriere, Lacroix, and Kiprios on for the Rangers. Holder fires it around the boards, bounces out of the zone, picked up by Klima. Leach goes over. Klima cuts. Puck picked up by Cullen, and he was checked by Bukaboom. Good job by Leach and Bukaboom. Now the penalty's been called.
It's on
high stick.
Kiprios coming back with Klima, knocked his helmet right off. So I think Kiprios takes the minor penalty in Tampa. I think in this game, Sam, they really have to rely on their power play. They don't have 4 solid lines because of injuries, so they've got to find a way to get their power play going in this particular game. It's been good all year, but they need it in this game to keep them in it. So Nick Kiprios takes the high sticking penalty with 4:14 to go. Brian Leach there was on Klima. Kiprios is coming back, and you see his stick, even though he's with another player, his stick blade caught Klima's helmet, knocking it right off his head. And Andy Van Hellemond on top of the play makes a call.
Kiprios high sticking 15:41. Second power play for Tampa Bay. They're 0 for 1, and Samuelson with a quick clear.
I don't think we've seen Andy Van Hellemond since that game in Calgary, have we? He had a rough one, I thought, in that game. Here he's on top of everything. Good period refereed by Andy Van Hellemond. Right, John.
Puck in the corner, John Tucker. Now it's John Cullen. Out to Hammerlick, winds up for the shot. Healy the save. Where's the puck? And it's outside. It kept out. Cullen's got it. Hammerlick across, shot by Klima, deflected by Graves as he went down.
That's the play. Hammerlick a lot of times will make the shot and make the pass to Klima for the shot off the pass. Here we go.
Hammerlick to Klima. Across to Hammerlick. Now to Chris Gratton. In the slot, Klima hit the outside of the net.
Another penalty upcoming.
On the range. At the Thunderdome, where the Rangers have a 2-0 lead on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's take a look at how they got that lead.
How about a give and go? Nemchinov to Ulf Samuelsson. And then right back as Hammerlick got caught standing still. Through the middle goes Sergei Nemchinov. He looks up, he sees David Shaw, so he goes to the backhand, slides it right underneath Jeff Reese. And it was 1-0 Rangers.
Power play for the Rangers clicks.
Well, what does speed do for you? Give it to Messier. Let him go, baby. Here he takes the puck, and he goes up the ice with Brian Leach trailing, but the speed of Messier backs everybody in. Backs them in. Now Leach has time to get to a really good shooting angle, which is directly in front of the goaltender. And on the power play was 2-0 Rangers.
And Glenn Healy solid in that first period.
5-on-3 Tampa Bay power play time. Look at the far side. Brian Bradley. So is the right foot of Glenn Healy. He stopped all 9 shots. Some of them were beauties by the Lightning.
We'll be back in St. Petersburg in just a moment.
The Knicks head for Charlotte to battle the Hornets after MTS Cannon Game Night. Wednesday night, right here on MSG. One of America's oldest sporting traditions returns to MSG Network. The 120th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, presented by Pedigree Food for Dogs. 2,500 champion canines from more than 150 breeds, competing for individual group honors, and culminating on closing night with the presentation of the coveted Best in Show. Don't miss opening night from the 120th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, presented by Pedigree Food for Dogs. Monday night, right here on MSG.
Davidson, former Ranger and now MSG Network's Rangers color analyst, is one of the most respected men in hockey. To bring viewers the most updated information, JD keeps up with the latest trades and statistics, catches all the important games from around the NHL, and is always on the lookout for up-and-coming talent. JD is well connected.
Hey, Mr. Davidson.
Hey, kid, what's going on? What do you hear these days?
Much.
Yeah?
I heard that Eddie Belfour didn't miss last night's hockey game because of an injury like they announced.
Eddie Belfour? Yeah, what's going on? The goalie in Chicago?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I heard they're having a big contract dispute.
No kidding. Gee, that's something. Hey, kid, thanks for the tip.
Speaking of Chicago, they're playing in Toronto tonight. It's 1-1 in the third period. Eddie Belfour did not make the trip. Turned a groin injury, but it's more than that. There's a contract problem going on, I think, with Eddie Belfour. Oh, boy. A little friction.
John Davidson, your hockey connection all season long on MSG.
Shot by Messi, score!
McDonald's is a proud sponsor of Rangers hockey on MSG Network, also known as Ranger Country.
We are back. Let's take a look at the first period scoring summary. It's brought to you by Hertz, for business, for pleasure. Nobody does it exactly like Hertz, and they did a good job getting me a vehicle late last night, John. Nemchinov at 9:30 from Samuelson and Lowe, 1-0 Rangers. Leach with his 10th, a power play goal at 11:42. Messier and Driver. Rangers with 10 shots on goal, make that 11. Lightning with 9, quality chances 4 apiece. Rangers 1 for 2 on the power play with 5 shots. Lightning 0 for 3 with 4 shots, and that's a good job of penalty killing for the Rangers. Lightning second in the league. A Rangers and Yankee fan. Lots of Rangers fans here. We'll be right back.
Is that Johnson's team behind us?
Exactly.
Are they members of Hertz #1 Club Gold?
Exactly.
Are we members of Hertz #1? Not exactly.
So thanks to Hertz, they're going to get to the meeting on time.
And we'll be late? So exactly what'll I tell the boss?
In Rent-A-Car, there's Hertz, and there's not exactly. Make sure you choose the right one.
And then a dog in the cargo hold ADOG presentation.
Is he buying it?
Not exactly.
Hold it. This isn't you, it's an older guy.
Oh, that was before I got rid of my gray hair with Just for Men hair color.
Come on, that's too natural to be hair coloring.
Just for Men. Apply and in 5 minutes rinse. Gray is blended away for a totally natural look.
Think it'll work for me?
In 5 minutes.
Just for Men looks too natural to be hair coloring. And now try Just for Men Color Gel for the hard-to-color hair of mustaches and beards. Brush in, rinse out. Just 5 minutes.
At Nobody Beats the Whiz, we can't promise your work will be any less a grind. We will promise you access to the office of your dreams, wherever that may be.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Hertz. For business, for pleasure, nobody does it exactly like Hertz. And by your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealers. There's only one Jeep, and it's only at your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealers.
Sam Rosen, John Davidson at the Thunderdome. Rangers with a 2-0 lead on the Tampa Bay Lightning. We are moments away from the start of the second period. One big improvement in the Lightning this season has been the power play. We've talked about it. Last season, they were way down near the bottom of the league. This season, they are second in the league. 59 power play goals in 52 games. Great on home ice. 6 for 18 against the Rangers, including this afternoon's game. And we asked the Lightning head coach, Terry Crisp, the difference between last season and this season.
The biggest difference has been that for 3 years we sucked. And if you allow us that in a family show. And for this year, Phil and Cash and I and Chris sat down and I said, Wayne, you played 16 years in the league. You're on one of the best teams and one of the best power players in the business. This is your baby. You put it together, you nurture it every day, and you make it go. Wayne Cashman took it and ran with it. But I think the biggest key success besides that is that we have some depth to it. Before we had maybe 4 guys. Now we got 6, 7 guys you can put there. There's competition to be on the power play. And if you want to be successful in anything, you need competition. And we have it this year.
I guess that puts it straightforward. There's Wayne Cashman, 18 years with the Bruins. He knows a lot about the power play, and a former Rangers assistant coach as well.
Tell Crispy it's an afternoon show here. This wasn't a 7:30 start. Thought he was talking about your golf game for a minute. Yeah, it's good to see Cash and having success like that.
We're getting a little harsh here, you know. That's a little rough on my golf game.
Who's the other coach there? Who's the other coach? Tell us that story.
Chris Reichert. He is the strength and conditioning coach, the assistant coach. He normally, up until the last few games, had been the eye in the sky. They'd be on the headsets with him. They brought him down, in particular, to work with Chris Gratton. Gratton has been struggling and not really performing as well as they'd hoped. Well, every time Gratton comes off the ice and he's done something well, he reinforces that and supports him, said, good job, just to keep him pumped up and going. They feel he has a good relationship with Gratton.
He's playing center this game, Gratton is. Some people think he should play the wing. Others say he should play center, so it's kind of a toss-up that way. I think Phil Esposito, who runs the team, would like to see him play center. He probably sees a lot of himself in Chris Gratton, the big guy in front of the net on the power play, etc. I think Chicago would be interested in getting Gratton, but I'm not so sure that this team wants to give up on him with all the future he has ahead of him. I had heard talk about Jeremy Roenick possibly coming here. This team is going to have a brand new building, Tampa Bay is, in October, and he'd be a good guy to sell tickets.
The Ice Palace, It's going to be a beautiful building. Verbeek, nice move, and he scores! He banked it in off Jeff Reese. He was trying to throw a pass in front, and it went in off Jeff Reese, and the Rangers have a 3-0 lead as Pat Verbeek gets his 37th goal of the season.
And you take him any way you can get him. Yesterday, the Rangers couldn't get anything. There's the hit along the boards, but the Rangers kept control of the puck. Graves took the hit. Verbeek found the puck. Messier's in front, and you can see Jeff Reese had a bank off of him. Here's Petit with the hit. The puck's still alive. Actually, Graves made a nice little pass. Bradley, he just not strong enough for Verbeek. And there you see the bank shot in behind the defenseman, along with Jeff Reese, the goaltender. That's one he'd like to have back, and the Rangers will take it.
Verbeek ties Messier for the team lead and for 4th in the league in goals scored. We have penalties coming up, 1 to each team.
Kovalov and Ciccone, I believe, both got a little nasty. And the Lightning, who in the 2 previous games had 3-0 leads on the Rangers, now look at one where they trail 3-0. They're a defensive-minded team who lives on the power play for offense. Are they going to open it up early here in the second period? I don't know. Look at the look on Kovalov's face. He's upset.
Yeah, he was flexing his right leg as he went to the penalty box.
And Ciccone was flexing his left hand, I think it was. Kovalov, I think, was the Rangers' best all-around player. There you can see Ciccone having both of them use their stick, obviously, and both are hurting from it, and both probably deserve 2 minutes. We just have the one look where Kovalov takes the hit to the back of the leg. He does retaliate, and both are in the box. Kovalov played sorry, Sam, he played a really strong game yesterday in New Jersey, even though New Jersey played extremely well.
Teams are skating 4 aside. We are 1 minute into the second period. Rangers have a 3-0 lead. Bill Holder tried to hit Klima. It was taken away nicely by Sundstrom. Samuelson chips it ahead. Sundstrom and Nemchinov on with Leach and Driver now as Samuelson goes off along with Nordstrom. Sundstrom and Nemchinov, Driver, Leach for the Rangers. Bradley with Cullen. Pass intended for Nemchinov, deflected across. Holder and Hammerlund for Tampa Bay. So John Cullen going in on Leach. And Healy stops it. Quiet arena here at the Thunderdome as the Rangers have the big lead. Yesterday there was a lot of excitement as the Lightning played a tough game with Detroit. Had chances to win. In fact, Solobanov, who was out of the lineup today, was open with 6 seconds remaining but missed the net. Harry Chris thinks that Chris Osgood somehow got a piece of it with his jersey as he dove across to deflect it over the top. But then Detroit won in overtime. Driver moves it to Verbeek. He's in, and he couldn't lift it over Jeff Reese. The penalties, Ciccone and Kovalov, 2 minutes each for high sticking. At 41 seconds, the goal, Verbeek, his 37th from Graves and Bukaboom at 29 seconds. Ryan Bradley controls. Bradley, the leading point scorer for the Lightning. Drops it off for Anderson, quickly to Shaw, toward the net, wide. Team's back at full strength. Bradley, checked by Driver. Bradley puts it in front. The shot is a save made. Weimer coming in, got the shot off. Healy with a good save. Robitaille fires to Messier.
Yeah, there's a rebound there, but it went right over the stick blade of the, I don't know who was in front. Cross took the original shot. Whoever was in front of the puck, or Nicholas, or not Nicholas, Mikhail Anderson was the player, but right over his stick blade.
Robitaille for Ferraro. Kovalov moving in, wrapped up by Cross, pulled around, penalty on Cross.
Hey, there's the play. That's what you want. Kovalov could have gone wide, in behind the net. Nothing would have happened. Instead, with his strength, he drove to the net. He was wrapped up, and he drew a Rangers power play.
I'd like to tell you about my friend Jake. Jake is music. If he's not playing, he's listening to music. He has a legendary music collection. He's got stuff from last century. 8 tracks. The best times we have are just when we sit down and pick up the guitars and play what comes to our heads. Jake's just a great friend. Western got his backstage passes. Yes, everybody loves him. Not too sure the neighbors do, though.
When you're with a friend as good as Jake, shouldn't you have a Heineken?
It's kind of nice, the way life works. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. That even applies to banking. Simply by meeting minimum balance requirements, you eliminate fees and get better rates. In short, the more you bank with Chase, the more you get for your money. That's better banking. Another way Chase makes your life experience a more profitable one. Call 1-800-CHASE. Chase Manhattan. Profit from the experience.
Corey Cross in the penalty box for holding at 3:24, giving the Rangers their 3rd power play of the game. They're 1 for 2.
Here's Kovalov. Look at it now. Drive to the net. That's what the Rangers want. You can see where Corey Cross just put his arms around his shoulders and dragged him down. Earlier on the shift, Corey Cross had the shot on goal, and Healy made the save on.
Shot went wide by Driver and Leach. With Ferraro, Kovalov's hurting. Shaking his left hand. I don't know if he got slashed.
Ciccone's on that side.
Kovalov holding, fires in front, and it's cleared to the line. Leach. Deflection is a save by Reese. Ferraro, Robitaille, and Kovalov. Kovalov still shaking his left hand. Wants to stay on. Burr, Zameter, Ciccone, and Holder for Tampa Bay. Holder had been out with an injury, wasn't expected to play too much. He's seeing a lot of ice time.
Yeah, he had a groin problem. Yet, here he is.
Petit, tied up with Robitaille, moves it up the boards. Leach stops it. Nobody better than keeping the puck in the zone than Brian Leach. Messier shoots save off the arm of Reese. Messier again. Kovalov out in front. He's checked by Petit. Rangers trying to stuff it in. The whistle blows. And the puck did not cross the line. Jeff Reese had it.
Kovalov checking out his left thumb now. He's still hurting. He stayed out there, though. And maybe a thumbnail problem.
He and Ciccone got their sticks after one another. Both ended up in the penalty box, and then Kovalov was on Ciccone's side of the ice. He's a left defenseman, and he leads the team in penalty minutes. Here's Ciccone right there again with a stick right across his left thumb. So that's how it happened, and nothing called on the play.
Ray Ferraro has just gone to the Rangers locker room with medical trainer Jim Ramsey. So try and find out what that's all about.
He was hit hard in the first period by Michel Petit on the far side of the ice in the corner. I remember that one hard hit.
Holder, big rush, big shot. Healy got the glove on it, tipped it wide. Driver, Rangers power play with 38 seconds remaining. 15-10 to go, second period. Rangers leading 3-0. Leach weaves his way in, lost control. Holder clears. Healy up the boards to Leach. Down to Messier. Knocked away by Zamaner. Sharp play by Rob Zamaner. Hooks his way past Driver, who hooks back. They bump. Puck comes loose to Sean Burr. Taken back. And now Burr has it again. Burr gives it up to Graves. Final seconds of the power play. Here comes Verbeek, and he draws a penalty. Burr just got the stick on him, and I think that Verbeek helped that along with Andy Van Helden on the opposite side.
It's a tough call for the referee when you're way over on the other side of the ice. You see Burr, who does his share of diving, got caught on the back check here. He did twist Verbeek around, who ended up, I think, with one skate blade on the ice, the other one up in the air, but he didn't make an effort to keep his balance. Yeah, it's a hook. Absolutely a grab by Burr. So the call's made.
Ooh, ouch. That was Chris LaPuma firing the puck out. Sean Burr became father for the second time Friday night. His wife gave birth back in Michigan. He flew home Friday night, got there an hour before the baby was born, stayed a couple of hours, took an early morning flight out yesterday, and played yesterday afternoon.
The life of an athlete, huh? Well, at least he was able to be there. That's something I'm sure he and his wife and the family will cherish.
Son born 8 pounds 5 ounces. Pretty big.
Yeah,
it is. 5-on-4 man advantage for the Rangers.
Doesn't sound that big to me. I don't know.
8-5.
Nothing for the father to deal with.
Nordstrom is on now for power play time with Samuelson. Messier, Verbeek, and Graves up front. Off the stick of Jeff Reese. He joined us late. Darren Pupa suffering back spasms, unable to start today's game for Tampa Bay. And Alexander Selivanov, the leading goal scorer for the Lightning, out with a bad ankle. Said he twisted it in the third period, played the rest of the game with it yesterday, was fine, and then somewhere he was out for dinner and went poof. Kick save made by Reese. Terry Crisp said, poof, what does that mean? He said, it exploded, it blew up. Selivanov unable to go today.
What happens is, we'll talk about it in a moment here.
Nordstrom, Samuelson. Battle going on between Graves and Ciccone. Messier to Verbeek.
Graves isn't backing up to Ciccone at all. Who's one tough guy.
Messier tried to get it to
what happens is
down.
When you wear a skate blade or a skate itself and you tighten it so tight that when you injure your foot sometimes you don't realize it till after you take your skate off, then it really swells up. It's the tightness of the skate that's laced to your foot that keeps it swelling down. You don't sometimes realize you even have an injury.
Leach. Now Driver. Nemchinov getting power play time.
As was Nordstrom a moment ago.
Pass tipped by Jason Weimer. Leach has it back. 20 seconds in the power play. Leach looking to make a pass. Out to Driver. Takes the shot. It deflects into the corner. John Tucker can't clear. Nemchinov with a good job.
Penalty killers are getting tired.
Verbeek looking. Trying to get it to Graves. Hops out to Leach. Down to Nemchinov. Power play's over. Driver turns. Leach takes the shot. Save Reese. Rebound loose. Rangers can't stuff it in. Reese has got it.
Nemchinov trying to get a second of the game. Got the rebound shot, but Jeff Reese was down on his knees and able to hang on. Boy, are the penalty killers exhausted.
For all the peace and tranquility seekers out there, this soothing image is for you. And this is for the rest of you, and you know who you are. you hat-tricking, hard-hitting, goalie-baiting, backward-skating, penalty-killing, puck-chasing, cage-rattling, devil-battling, blue-shirt wannabes, this is where you come to get your thrills. This is Ranger Country. You got that? Okay. All the peace and tranquility seekers, back to the flower.
There's nothing else quite like it anywhere in sports. Passion, power, skill, and school spirit create the atmosphere you'll only find in the world of college basketball. It's another great season of tournaments and matchups from conferences all across the country. Catch some of the great teams and great players as they battle it out on the road to the Final Four. Pittsburgh is at Notre Dame to battle the Irish in a Big East Conference showdown. Tuesday night on MSG2.
Ciccone was struggling on that last shift, huh, John? Getting off the ice. He did actually a good job penalty killing, but he was on there the full 2 minutes and pressured the whole time. He was dead exhausted. He tried to get off after the whistle.
Kovalov cuts out in front, can't get a shot off, cross-checked in, the shot by Sundstrom.
Sundstrom playing center ice in place of Ray Ferraro, who's gone, and we're not sure why.
Cross roughing up Kovalov. Reese tried to deflect it away, lost control, went into the corner.
Rangers' depth starting to show now, as Tampa's really having trouble. Rangers are just force.
Kevin Lowe checked by Brian Bradley. Rangers a 3-0 lead with 11:55 to go second period. Nicholas Sundstrom sends it in. Robitaille to the puck, checked by Cross. Kovalov without the helmet, checked by Petit. Sundstrom against Bradley. Now Kovalov comes out in front. Driver shoots, saved by Reese, and he's got it. No rebound.
Jeff Reese let a bad goal in to start the second period here by Pat Verbeek. Since that point, he's made a multitude of tremendous saves. Kovalov ended up on this shift without his helmet. He's getting punished somewhat by these guys, yet he's played hard. He had another good shift here this time. It showed how good Nicholas Sundstrom is, the rookie. He steps in with Robitaille and Kovalov, with Ferraro gone to the locker room, and he has a strong shift, smart shift. The dump in, where he dumped the puck into the zone. Here's Kovalov losing his helmet on the play as Cross moves in, rakes the helmet right off his head. They're going after Kovalov, obviously, yet he's not deterred and playing well. But again, Sundstrom dumped the puck in nicely. Robitaille went in and got it. Just a smart dump in. Some players aren't. They just throw the puck in. Sundstrom thinks about where he's going to throw it in.
Leach across to Bukaboom. Chris LaPuma, recently called up from Atlanta, former captain of the Atlanta Knights. Won the International League Championship in 1994. Leach with LaPerriere and Kyprios. Kyprios off the boards, taken back by Sean Burr. Leach missed it. He took down
He picked off Klima, yeah.
That could have been a penalty, but nothing called by Andy Van Hellemond.
The icing here.
One of the obstruction interference calls, but was not made.
Klima now appeals to Van Hellemond as he was picked off. Klima was by Brian Leach. Brian picked off the man, didn't get called, and then missed the pass for the icing. So the Rangers have one of the few face-offs they've had this period now in their own zone, and we're nearing the midpoint of the period. The Rangers enjoy a 3-0 lead. Let's watch the pick here. The puck was by Leach. He knows he's... Oh, yeah. That, folks, is a penalty. Yep. That's really evident when you see that replay.
Under the obstruction rules.
Absolutely.
David Shaw turns, takes the shot, and it deflects into the corner. Ciccone keeps it in. Nordstrom swings it around, took a hit. Graves tries to clear, blocked by Shaw. Samuelson back for the puck. A lot of forecheck pressure here by the Lightning.
Yeah, first time in a period. Rudy Poshek, Weimer, and Gratton, three big guys on the forward line. There's an offside. Through the body check. Poshek hasn't played much, but he's had two real hard hits. One in the first period on Driver, and then here he really threw one into Wolf Samuelson. Weimer's a big kid, Gratton's a big kid, all on the ice at the same time. This is what their team wants. They've got to change this game, get their own forecheck going. They haven't had any.
10:26 remaining in this second period. One other game underway. That's in Dallas, where the Hartford Whalers, who've won 4 in a row, are winding up a 6-game road trip, and they are trailing the Dallas Stars 2-1.
Brendan Shanahan now has 26 goals on the season, so he's getting there. Hartford is another quiet story.
Yeah.
Played really well since the turn of the year.
They're 1 point behind Boston and 2 points behind Tampa Bay in the race for the final playoff spot.
And Sean Burke, their goaltender, has been injured. Jason Mazzotti has stepped in and played really hard. There we have a penalty.
Yep.
The battle in the corner. Nordstrom got caught holding up Grattan. So that forecheck you talked about, Sam, really has turned Tampa for a moment here from a negative into a positive. Rudy Poshek, Grattan, and Weimer, the three big forwards, got working. Look at Grattan. There's Weimer. Those are two big guys. This is Nordstrom trying to hold Grattan along the boards. And as he held him, the puck was moved up ice. Van Helleman decided to hand out the holding call, and the Rangers will be shorthanded. So this is, again, look at this Nordstrom. He was like a football player with a leg drive, pushing Grattan right into the corner. So this will be a Tampa power play, and this is one of those in a game that they just simply need. Trailing 3-zip.
10:02, the time of the penalty. Nordstrom for holding.
It's interesting they leave Grattan on the ice, Sam, after that long, aggressive forechecking shift.
Lightning with their 4th power play. Fired ahead. Kept in by Hammerlich. Cullen couldn't play it. John Tucker's got it now. Grattan, Cullen, Tucker, Hammerlich, Klima. Here's Tucker. Saved by Healy. Rebound cleared by Boom. And Messier fires out.
Glenn Healy's had good movement. He kept his balance just barely long enough to make the save standing up before he fell down.
Boom able to drive it out of the zone. Hammerlich, Messier all over him. Takes it away beautifully. Beats Presley. He's checked by Collins. Bradley lost control. Presley takes it back. And all the way into the Tampa Bay zone. 1 minute to go on the penalty to Nordstrom. Bradley let it go through. Gets it back from Cullen. Moves across with Brian Bellows. Bellows shoots. Saved by Healy. Bellows has 10 power play goals this season. Tied for the team lead with Selivanov. Selivanov is out. Hammerlich, 7 of his 9 goals have come on the power play. Holder across for Weimer. Through him, he's got it back. 35 seconds left in the power play.
You can see the improvement in Jason Weimer. Before, he was an 18-year-old kid who just was trying to play a few shifts and learn something about this league. Now he's 19, nearly 20, and he's doing some good things. Here comes Ray Ferraro out of the Rangers locker room.
Jim Ramsey, the medical trainer, right behind.
Sammy's got a mild groin strain. Okay. Slight pull inside the thigh, so he's going to try it and see what happens. Here's the referees trying to decide where the face-off is going to be. There's a pass across to Tucker. Look at Healy keep his balance, and then go down. Good move across. Tucker took the quick shot, but it was a fine save. Tucker only has 1 goal in the season. I didn't realize that till I just looked now. 1 goal. Tried to get his second. Messier used his stick to knock Hammerlich off the puck, set up Adam Graves. That's just a smart play with a lot of strength.
Holder jumped up and kept the puck in. Lowe trying to clear it out. Holder keeps it in again. Plays it deep for Bellows. Bradley along the boards against Sundstrom. Samuelson knocked down his man. Here comes Holder shooting into the chest of Healy. Lowe fires it all the way down. Healy with another good save. The puck cleared. That's it for the Tampa Bay power play. Teams are back at full strength.
Now let's see if the power play helps Tampa try to find some offense.
Bellows winds up. Big shot blocked. Did not get through, and Healy was run into by Weimer. Back the other way. We have a whistle for an offside. 7:42 remaining in the second. And the Rangers have a 3-0 lead.
If we could see the future, we'd avoid hazardous driving conditions. But we can't. That's why Infiniti combined front-wheel drive with their patented rear suspension in the new i30. This provides enhanced traction on slippery roads and improves handling and stability. Personally, I prefer technology that handles the unexpected rather than predicts it. Don't you?
Now, for a limited time, lease the Infiniti i30 with no down payment.
Mom, tell the truth. Is everything all right?
Is this where we reverse roles?
Be serious. I mean, you won't have to sell the house or anything, will you?
Well, why would I do that?
Mom, look,
When you were away at school, Dad met with Greg Hall down at Payne Weber.
Oh, that was 10 years ago.
They set up this annuity just in case anything happened.
So you have enough?
More than enough every month.
How'd the Payne Weber guy know back then what Daddy wanted for you?
You asked.
Solid game for the Rangers thus far with 7:42 to go in the second. Good goaltending from Glenn Healy. Good defensive work. And the Rangers keeping the Lightning off the board.
And as we start this shift, Ray Ferraro gets his first shift in a while, just returning from the locker room. We'll see how he's able to skate.
Now, what would Jim Ramsey have done
Probably
there, John?
tape it up. Okay, tape from the knee right up the leg to try and tighten everything up, compact it, and so you don't yank something or pull it any worse. And if it's starting to bother him, he should go up. Now, he may have done something right there.
Fell down.
Yeah, he went down awkwardly, yet he stays on. You don't want this to develop into, you know, something that could be 3 or 4 weeks if it's only something that could just be the one day.
Ciccone fires it aside, but gave it up. Ferraro pass deflected by Ciccone into the crowd.
Klima having a tough time here. He reached up for a puck, got the stick in the face, and no call. So he got picked off by Leach earlier, no call. Here he's mad as he's taking a stick high, and Ferraro finishes his shift. He looks to be okay after, you know, he goes in behind the net here, and watch him lose his balance. He goes a stop, turn, and wow! That's how you can pull a groin muscle right there. Yet he appeared to be okay. He didn't seem to grimace or favor anything, Sam. Oh yeah, look at there, look at that. He doesn't look like he's pushing too hard there. Now, I don't know which leg it is, but when you see them skating here, you think it's the right leg. He just looks to be laboring a little bit, but he's a fluid, quick skater there. Jim Ramsey checking with him after the shift, but he looks like he's going to get another shot.
7:08 to go in the second.
It'll be his left leg. Just watch.
Lacroix, LaPerriere, and Kyprios on for the Rangers. Lacroix going back for the puck. Samuelson getting it to Kyprios. LaPerriere after the puck.
Rangers fourth line, they want to do some banging here.
Lacroix to LaPerriere, now to Kyprios. Just checked by Petit. LaPerriere against Bradley. Keeps battling. Leaves it for Kyprios. He's against Petit. Cross goes over for the puck, able to move it out of the zone. And a chant of "Let's go Rangers" can be heard from the crowd here. Mikhail Anderson's pass goes through as Bradley was tied up with Kyprios. Lowe moves it aside. Petit plays it deep. Nordstrom checked by Anderson. Perrier plays it across. 6:10 to go, second period. Rangers with goals by Sergei Nemchinov, Ryan Leach, and Pat Verbeek lead it 3-0. And a whistle for an offside on the Rangers. Stops play. Remember, when you're having good times with good friends, drink responsibly, because friends know when to say when. A reminder from your friends at Budweiser. Rangers starting play today, 2 points ahead of the Florida Panthers in the race for first in the Eastern Conference. Panthers have played one game fewer than the Rangers and play tonight at 6 o'clock at home against St. Louis.
You know what? The Florida team's got like 6 in a row at home. The Tampa Bay team's got 7 in a row at home, so you know who's in. I mean, it's a gold mine for the scouts. Scouts from all over the league are watching both games, one each night, city to city, and playing golf all day long. What a life!
Bill Holder. Bratton works it into the Rangers zone. Boom goes over, ties up. Bratton and takes the puck. Play by Boom, sends out Leach. The end boards, Messier to it. Messier to Leach for the shot wide.
What a play. Leach dumped it in. Messier got there. Then he set up Leach.
Beat hit by Gratton.
Another smart dump in by the Rangers. One thing that went wrong there was Leach missed the net.
Leach back for the puck. Klima forechecking. Klima, Burr, and Cullen on for the Lightning. Another play that's out for Tampa Bay. Here's Messier moving deep. Checked by Cullen. Aaron Gavey, a good young player. He suffered a severe laceration of the face.
Caught a skate blade from one of his own teammates. Here's a 2-on-1, Sam.
Cullen moving in with Klima. Klima to the net. Saved by Healy.
A good back check there by Robitaille. Forced Klima to take the bad angle shot quicker than he wanted to.
Ovalov, 2-on-2. 3-on-2 developed. Pass behind Robitaille. Back the other way, Burr with Klima.
Kovalov.
Checked by Kovalov.
Kovalov gave the puck up, but he battled back, and now we have a two-line pass.
Play stops, 4:26 to go in the second. Ray Ferraro coming back. Seems to be okay.
And now Mobil presents our sleek new nozzles. They're easier to use and 30% faster. Pick one up today.
I'd have to say Larry is my best friend. The guy is a maniac for sports. He loves to play football. That's his sport, and he's the boss. And he'll never, ever leave a game early.
What is this, the Arctic Bowl? He's rolling out the tarp with him. Larry!
But all my life, Larry's always done me big favors.
Mike, Diane, Mike.
Hi. Very big favors.
Yes. Cheers, buddy.
When you're with a friend as good as Larry, shouldn't you have a Heineken?
Good passing play, but went behind Robitaille, and then Kovalov came back.
And here's Klima. See how he's harassed by Robitaille? Man, that's good back checking. Real good back checking. Later on was the next play when Kovalov came back, and then the Rangers put the offside, so we have this face-off.
Following the second period, Ian LaPerriere will visit with us. We'll be live in our studio. Neat play by Sundstrom, then he got upended by Petit. He hooked back at Petit just to let him know he didn't like being knocked down. Kevin Lowe with Brian Bradley forechecking. Sundstrom to Nemchinov. Here comes Driver. Carries in, the shot deflected by Petit, goes into the crowd. 3:47 remaining in the second period. For the Rangers upcoming, as we'll look at the Delta schedule. Home against Montreal on Thursday night. Canadiens come in. MCS Cannon game night at 7 o'clock. Then back-to-back games on the road Saturday at the new Palladium in Ottawa at 8 o'clock. Sunday at the Civic Arena, the Igloo in Pittsburgh to see Mario, Yager, and the rest of the gang. And then on the 22nd, a Thursday night, Rangers and Islanders do it again.
Islanders with a win yesterday over Anaheim. Timo Solani did score a goal in that game. Paul Correa, Sam, came back from the All-Star game raving about Solani to the management people with the Ducks. They started discussions with Winnipeg and quickly made the deal.
Correa speaks, management jumped.
No, don't say that.
Oh.
Now you're going to get a call. My phone's going to be ringing again. It's been ringing a lot lately, Sam.
Oh, yeah? Samuelson looks up ice. Now Nordstrom. Messier to the puck quickly. Holder is there. Quick shot stopped by Reese. Up the boards by Zamaner. Raves fighting off the check, battling Mikael Anderson. Nordstrom backhands it ahead. It was blocked. Bradley. Anderson.
And the Swedish connection playing defense for the Rangers in this game. Nordstrom playing with Samuelson.
Raves. Ferraro offside.
It was the right play, and it was a good raid. There was a couple of good passes, but Ferraro was a little impatient, just jumped offside as he tried to break in. Brian Leach steps on the ice now, Sam. His dad corralled me yesterday. In a recent game you and I were working, we talked about how his dad, Jack, ends up everywhere. You know, the Rangers play somewhere, there's his dad. The Rangers play somewhere else, there's his dad. So he got the calls from some of the guys he works with. About his, do you work anymore? Or type of thing.
Oh.
So he wanted for us to make sure that we let the world of his dad, or his dad's world, and the working world know that, yes, he works. He just plans some.
Just sets up
it's a good itinerary.
Yes, right
exactly right.
I can understand that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
2.5 minutes to go in the second. Healy stops the puck. Ferraro's got it. Rangers 21 shots. Lightning 16. Rangers the only goal here in the second by Pat Verbeek. Kovalov to the puck. Knocked away nicely by Chris LaPuma. LaPuma, who first came into the league as a tough guy, has settled down. Seems to be playing very well in his return. Robitaille's shot is stopped by Reese. The rebound cleared aside by Petit. There's Leach. Ferraro quickly to Robitaille. Petit to him. John Tucker moves across with Weimer and Grattan. Grattan to Weimer. Saved by Healy.
Yeah, some good pass work.
Healy sharp. Kovalov with the puck. Minute 40 to go in the period. Off the stick of Robitaille. East leaves it. And Sean Burr moves up. Klima. Sundstrom got a piece of it. And the Rangers take over. Kevin Lowe out to Sergei Nemchinov. Sundstrom against Cross. Presley cuts in. Shot it wide. Nice move, but he missed the net. Sean Burr. Klima sent flying. And nothing called that time either.
Late offside, too, and there's a whistle here at Klima. Klima and Andy have had a few conversations today.
Less than a minute to go in the period. Sean Burr. Lightning not nearly as intense or with as much jump as they had yesterday against Detroit.
The Rangers, I think, knocked it out of them. It was an intense beginning to this game, Sam, but the Rangers got the first 2 goals, then the third one early this period, and that's made an emotional difference, I think, to the Lightning's club.
30 seconds to go. Presley sends it in. Ciccone. Only at 199 penalty minutes for the season, including the 2 he got earlier. Messier out to Verbeek. Seconds ticking off. Shaw back for it. And we are coming to the end of the second period. That's it. Rangers scored early. At 29 seconds, Pat Verbeek threw a backhander from behind the goal line out in front. It deflected in off Jeff Reese, and the Rangers had a 3-0 lead.
Shots on goal in the 2 periods identical. 11-9 Rangers in the first, 11-9 Rangers in the second. Ray Ferraro's groin strain appears to be okay. Glenn Healy's been exceptional, and the Rangers have played a fairly smart game here. Good dump-ins, and now they just have to play smart with their discipline and not allow the number 2 ranked power play a chance to go to work in the third period.
We're coming back with Ian LaPerriere right after these messages. Here's Verbeek to the net. He scores!
February puts a great lineup of big-time sports action right at your fingertips on MSG Network. Like New York Knicks basketball with matchups against the Pistons, the Hawks, and the LA Lakers. New York Rangers hockey with face-offs against the Penguins, the Islanders, and the Boston Bruins. MSG brings you all the pregame stats, stories, and team news with MCS Cannon, Knicks, and Rangers game night. February's a great month for college hoops fans with matchups that include Villanova, Rutgers, Pittsburgh, and Manhattan, plus 3 more big St. John's games. Once again, MSG brings you full coverage of one of America's oldest sporting traditions. Don't miss the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, sponsored by Pedigree Food for Dogs. Take a hard look at today's fast-moving sports world and the people who make the headlines. Bob Page hosts Page 1. Plus, you can always catch the latest scores, stories, highlights, and area high school sports news on Coors Light MSG Sports Desk. It's all right at your fingertips. A great lineup of February sports action on MSG Network. The best in the game.
One of America's oldest sporting traditions returns to MSG Network. The 120th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, presented by Pedigree Food for Dogs. 2,500 champion canines from more than 150 breeds, competing for individual group honors, and culminating on closing night with the presentation of the coveted Best in Show. Don't miss opening night from the 120th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, presented by Pedigree Food for Dogs. Monday night, right here on MSG.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by the Discover card. It pays to discover the card that pays you back. By Midas, who asks you to stop in for an undercar inspection. It's the Midas way, the way it should be. By Snapple Natural Beverages, made from the best stuff on earth. And by the incredible I-30 from Infinity. More flagship styling, space, and performance than you'd ever expect.
Back at the Thunderdome in St. Petersburg, where the Rangers have a 3-0 lead on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Ian LaPerriere has joined us. And Ian, tell us about the game today and the way the Rangers approached this game after yesterday's shutout.
I think we were ready. Yesterday we didn't play the first period. We were not very ready, and today we just started the game when the game beginning. I mean, we just put the puck down the puck deep, and just that's the kind of game we have to play against those teams, because they play a trap and we have to down the puck and just forecheck hard.
Ian, you played in St. Louis prior to the trade to the Rangers. Of course, St. Louis plays in the Western Conference. Now you're in the Eastern Conference. Do you find a big difference in the style of play?
Like you said, a big difference. I think that on this side, the defensemen are bigger and the players are bigger and faster. I think like when we play against Phillies, those guys are so big and so fast. They still get some skill. I think that's the big difference.
Are you happy with your play thus far with the Rangers?
Oh yeah, I'm just glad to be here. I mean, I play. When you throw me on the ice, I just try to do my best, and I play more than I used to play in St. Louis, and I'm just happy we play. We win not all the time, but we win often, and I'm just glad to be with a winning team.
Ian, what do you think about if you had your choice now? If the coach came up to you and said, "Okay, you can play right wing or you can play center," where would you like to play?
I prefer center, but you know, like in the NHL, you have to be ready to play anywhere. I mean,
why do you prefer center though?
I'm used to that. You know, I play center, junior, and midget, and you know, that's a position I used to play there, and I like to go everywhere on the ice. I don't like just a spot. I like to be everywhere, and that's the way I used to play. But if you ask me to play on right wing, I just try to do my best on this position.
Yeah, the other night against the Islanders, the coach moved you up with Robitaille and Ferraro, and you played very well on that line.
Yeah, I just tried to do my best. Like I said, if I play with on the fourth line, they asked us to just give a spark to the team, just playing everybody out there, and if they ask me to play offensively, I'm just going to try to do my best out there.
Ian, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the third period.
Yeah, Sammy, are you tired? You look tired.
Me? No, I feel fine.
What about the daytime? That's the guy. He told me to say that.
Oh, is that right? It's tough getting up early for these day games, you know.
Oh, I see.
Ian, thanks for joining us.
Okay, take care, guys.
Ian LaPerriere joining us between periods. Rangers with a 3-0 lead. We'll be back with a look at second period highlights in just a moment.
You never really know when you'll need cash. That's why you need a Discover card. Use your card to get cash during business hours from financial institutions and select merchant locations, or 24 hours a day from thousands of ATMs. The Discover card. Because when you need cash, timing is everything. It pays to Discover, the card that pays you back. Use it where you see the Novus sign.
Delicious, piping hot, freshly ground and brewed 7-Eleven coffee is now being served in this elegant, special edition NHL team mug. Buy the mug. Get the coffee. For a limited time at 7-Eleven.
Now Mario Lemieux is out to make a little bit of history. We may be in for some of it tonight. His next goal will be his 500th. Al Lemieux, and there's number 500. Mario Lemieux.
Now every time Mark Messier steps out on the ice could be an historic moment. He shoots. He scores! Mark Messier, number 500. What a night for Mark
Messier. Are you lost in a financial jungle? you need is someone who knows the ropes. Someone you can count on for advice and financial information. MetLife can help you tame the risks and help you make sense of it all. Get Met. It pays.
It's late at night. Do you know where your children are? Keep in touch with the Motorola pager from Nobody Beats the Wiz. Excuse me, I've got to use the phone.
What does it feel like in the new Club World tilting cradle seat? What does it feel like in the Club World London Arrivals Lounge with private showers?
Certainly isn't the same old place.
No kidding.
I'm thinking of early retirement.
I'm not thinking about it. I'm doing it. 2 more years.
You can swing?
Yeah, my Payne Weber guy helped me out with it. Remember the stock money we got after the 84 buyout? He took it and restructured my entire portfolio.
How did he know you wanted out back then?
He asked.
We're back at Thunderdome. Rangers with a 3-0 lead. And if this score holds up, I think this goal, John, will be the back-breaking goal of the game.
Oh, absolutely. Adam Graves here is about to get hit by Petit, yet he taps the puck to Verbeek. Now look at the strength of Verbeek on Brian Bradley. Swat. And Verbeek looks. He knows he has Messier in front. However, the puck jammed in off the defenseman and the goaltender from behind the goal. Again, good play by Graves to fight off the big Michel Petit, and a good play by Verbeek to fight off Bradley. And then the Rangers get a break, throw the puck towards the goal. You just never know. And all of a sudden it was 3-zip Rangers.
There was some nasty stuff going on in that period.
Kovalov and Ciccone got the sticks up with one another, and there's a one-handed slash over the thumb of Alexei Kovalov. As you can see, Kovalov reacted to the slash.
That was after they slashed each other earlier and got penalties.
Got penalties, right.
Rangers take a 3-0 lead into the third. They're undefeated when they lead going into the final period. We'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Page. He's always opinionated, outspoken, and entertaining. So I hope you can join me when Jim Brown is my guest right here on the next Page One.
Shot by Messier, Modell's is a proud sponsor of Rangers hockey on MSG Network, also known as Ranger Country.
Yankee fans, follow your favorite team all year long in the pages of Yankees Magazine. Each month you'll get player profiles, great color action photos, special features, in-depth minor league reports, statistics, and a whole lot more. Subscribe now and receive 12 big issues for just $14.97, a savings of over half the cover price. To order by credit card, just call 1-800-9-YANKS-9. That's 1-800-9-YANKS-9. Or send a check or money order to this address. Subscribe today.
That guy. You know that guy, John?
Not recently.
Oh, all right.
That's Pickwick.
Second period scoring summary is brought to you by your Tri-State GMC truck dealers. The strength of experience. Pat Verbeek, his 37th of the season, ties him with Mark Messier for the team lead and for 4th in the NHL in goals scored. Graves and Bukaboom the assist, giving the Rangers the 3-0 lead. Shots on goal, 22-18 through 2 periods. Rangers 9 quality shots, Tampa Bay 6. Rangers 1 for 4 on the power play, and the Lightning 0 for 4, including a 2-man advantage in the first period. So the Rangers penalty killing a good factor in this game for them. We'll be back at Thunderdome, getting set to start the third period. Rangers 28-0-1 when they take a lead into the third. Hello, Ranger fans. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, what do they call this Bud? Ice? Ice brewed. No, it's a bottle looks like ice. The bottle does look like ice. Ice brewed, just the bedhead. The bottle is Jack, and it looks like ice. Ice brewed, Jack.
Take it outside.
Okay, Coach.
Bud Ice, the official beer of the Hanson brothers.
Stupid machine took my quarter.
MSG Network celebrates Black History Month presented by Minolta in partnership with Nobody Beats the Wiz.
Arthur Ashe was one of the greatest tennis players in the history of the game. #1 ranked tennis player in the world, he finished first at least once in the U.S. Open, Wimbledon, and the Davis Cup Championships. He is single-handedly responsible for opening up the world of tennis to greater black participation. An incredible human being, a master of his game. Arthur Ashe, a legend in his own time.
How does Minolta stay on top?
Do you think that I'd zoom to Bora Bora without my new Explorer?
I can keep my little girl at any age with Minolta's Freedom Family Zoom.
I ain't know about being #1, and the max I'm through in the SI keeps Minolta on top.
This Minolta compact can't zoom to 140 millimeters? I lied.
Only from the mind of Minolta.
Buy the Action Zoom, and you've joined Club Minolta.
Schedule a meeting. Take the shuttle. Then cross your fingers. Schedule a meeting. Take Amtrak's Metroliner. Then cross your legs. Metroliner, the smarter shuttle.
This program is authorized by Madison Square Garden Network solely for the entertainment of our audience, and any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this event, including the imposition of a charge for viewing the program without the express written consent of Madison Square Garden Network, is prohibited.
He grew up in the schoolyards around New York, crafting and honing his skills. Through the years, he has become a true New York City hoops icon, a mentor and idol to many of the game's observers. He is now one of the most dynamic personalities associated with the New York Knicks. He is the legend of Johnny Hoops.
Excuse me. Knicks analyst John Andres, only on MSG Network.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Nobody Beats the Wiz Home Entertainment Centers, by Coca-Cola Classic, always on ice, always Coca-Cola, and by the United States Postal Service. We deliver smart solutions for you.
Sam and JD back at Thunderdome in St. Petersburg. Rangers leading 3-0. And on the radio side is the man, Sal Red Light Messina. Oh, he camera shy. Sal begging off. He was doing an interview with Len Robbins of the Bergen Record moments ago. Sal was doing all the talking. Len was just nodding his head.
Yeah, he's supposed to be asking, not
Sal
answering.
is the feature of our Coke Classic. Look at this guy. Now there's a goalie.
Whose feet are those?
I don't know. Someone went flying.
That was the media game the Rangers and the media had recently, and Sal put the goal stuff on, and the old red light was pretty good.
Great form.
Who's
And
that guy?
Kenny Albert.
The well-dressed Kenny Albert.
Flying down the wing. He's got his Rangers jersey on, the white helmet. What about those socks?
Well, he must be colorblind, Sam.
Vancouver Canucks socks. Come on, Kenny, please.
And there's the red light. Still putting the stuff on after all those years.
He's young.
Well, the way I got it figured, all those years, he didn't play. He just put it on.
Oh, I see.
He sat on the bench and watched. So he's got a lot left. You know what I mean?
Time for a comeback.
Yeah, he never got worn out, you know?
Glenn Healy hasn't been worn out. 15 consecutive games for him.
Yeah, I think
he's done a terrific job.
A lot of the players within the organization talking about how Glenn's been able to hold up. You know, it's a long time for a goaltender who's not used to playing that amount of games, and he's been able to hold up physically and mentally. And, you know, he's played very, very well. All the games he's played, Sam, he's only played the one clunker of those 15 in a row, and that was the game in Colorado, the 7-1 loss a week ago yesterday.
And coming back from yesterday's game, less than 24 hours later, coming right back to play this game.
Tells you about his mental strength. He's very, very strong. Goals don't bother him. Losses do, but he doesn't let it affect his play in the upcoming games. And the other thing is, you know, when you're a goaltender, your save percentage, if it's 9 or above, that means you stop 9 out of 10. If it's 900% or better, that means you stop 9 out of 10, which is a good percentage. Coaches also think that goaltenders should play well in 9 out of 10 starts. Well, he's played well in 14 out of 15. That's it's pretty good stuff. In fact, it's very good stuff.
Ray Ferraro doing a little stretching. Rangers have lost only 3 games in their last 20. 12-3-5.
Lost to Colorado, lost to New Jersey.
And Calgary.
And that Calgary one was almost explainable. I mean, that was the 17th game during the month of December. They played an 8:30 start the night before. The one in Calgary was a 6 o'clock start the next day. And they were just a worn-out, banged-up, tired hockey team. The loss to Colorado was just one where they weren't in it from the drop of the puck on. And the loss yesterday, they were beaten by a sound defensive team in New Jersey, a very sound defensive team.
And the Rangers have been a good road team. They're looking for their 14th win on the road. They're 13-11-5, and they're only one of two, actually three. Philadelphia is now one game over 500. Three teams in the East above 500 on the road. Florida with 14 wins, Rangers with 13, and Philadelphia with 10.
Philadelphia is starting to play better now.
Yeah.
Again, they're catching their game back.
They won 3 of their last 4, and the big train was going yesterday, John. He took over that game in Boston. Anderson shoots wide. We're underway, third period. Blocked in front, goes to the corner. Anderson, Bradley, and Zamaner for Tampa Bay, with Cross and Petit. Messier, Graves, and Verbeek with Leach and Bukaboom. Healy the save, kicks it across.
Good pace to this first shift for the Lightning. Healy sharp to start the third.
Bukaboom slides it down. Cross goes back to get it. Now Zamaner. There's some question whether Zamaner would be able to play. He's played a regular shift and played well for the Lightning. Out at center, Holder moves it. Cullen, Burr, and Klima on with Holder and LaPuma for Tampa Bay. Nordstrom and Samuelson with Ferraro, Robitaille, and Kovalov. Nordstrom set flying by Cullen. Meanwhile, Ferraro fires in wide of the net. It was missed by Holder. Would have been an icing.
Robitaille lifted his stick stand with one hand to negate the icing.
Samuelson plays it across. Bill Holder. Burr knocked down Samuelson. Klima scores! Samuelson upset. He was taken down, and Sean Burr made the play.
You know, when Samuelson was knocked down, he looked at the referee, and Van Hellemond shook his head, no, no, no. In fact, shook his head after the goal was scored, no, no, no. And the Lightning take advantage of the situation, and quickly this game's changed. 3-0 and 3-1 is a huge difference.
Peter Klima gets the goal.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said Burr. I apologize.
No.
Here's the play where Holder now will do a 360 here and dump the puck in. Now watch Burr. I mean, that should have been a penalty when you see that replay. However, good play is Klima scored, not Burr. I apologize.
But Burr made the play, is what I said before.
Yeah, Burr knocked the feet out or lifted, put his stick in behind the knee of Samuelson and flat out tripped him. Kept right on going, got away with it, and all of a sudden Tampa scores.
The goal at 1:30. So a big goal for Tampa Bay.
Not much Samuelson can do on the play. When you get your legs pulled out from under you, nothing you can do. Van Hellemond either didn't see it or didn't think it was a penalty. And it's 3-1.
Klima's 20th from Burr and Holder at 1:30. And the Lightning will attempt their comeback. The Rangers had been dominant in the first 2 games against Tampa Bay in third periods, scoring 3 goals in each game in the third. Played a 4-4 tie here in St. Petersburg in October. And in New York, the Rangers won 5-4 with a comeback effort in November. Kevin Lowe chases after the puck. Jason Wiemer moving in. Wiemer, good speed to get to the puck. It's loose in front. Healy chips it into the corner. Wiemer battling Lowe. Good job by Jason Wiemer. That shot is a save by Healy on Gratton. A big blast by Chris Gratton. And that's a big save.
Gratton has 13 goals on the season, and Healy makes a huge save. Wiemer showed some speed on the forecheck. Presley in the other zone, the Tampa zone, tried to pass across that was intercepted. And that made the Rangers have to hustle back to find the puck. And it was Wiemer with the good speed, getting in deep. And finally, it was set up to Gratton, and Gratton took the shot off the pass, and Healy dropped down early, anticipating the low shot, made a great save.
I don't know what message Terry Crisp sent to his players, but they got the message.
Both that worked, and I think the Rangers have relaxed here. Now, here's Wiemer and Kevin Lowe after that Presley turnover where his pass didn't work. Lowe and Weimer. Weimer gets there, and all of a sudden, you see the plays develop. Gratton was there to help push the puck. Now he'll go into the slot. There goes Tucker. 2 Tampa players, only Kevin Lowe. Now here's the setup. Bang! Good save.
Chris Gratton is 6'4", 218, 20 years old. Whoa. Poshek with the hit on Graves. Graves punching Poshek. No gloves off. Messier's in there. It's 2 against 1 now. The gloves are off. It's Graves and Poshek.
Now Poshek's thrown 3 or 4 hard hits in this game. As this is what Tampa wants. They're starting to get something going here. Rudy's a tough fighter, and Graves certainly is too.
Poshek getting that right hand loose. And the linesman break it up.
There's some emotion and some passion going now. Poshek will take Graves off the ice. The Lightning have scored a goal, had another great scoring chance, and they've got the best hockey that they had since the first 5 minutes of the game. They're playing their best since that point.
And the Lightning get the better of this.
Well, in the trade-off for the penalty box, yes. There's Rudy going right through Messier. Wow, right through Messier to hit Graves. And then you're going to see Graves and Poshek meet up. See how big Rudy is. Messier came there, and Graves got right back into it. I'm sure they'll get 5 minutes apiece. I don't think there was an instigator or anything extra.
No, I don't think so.
See, Messier tried to hold Poshek up, and Poshek is one big, strong guy. Converted defenseman playing forward now. They get 5 minutes apiece for fighting.
5 minutes each for fighting to Graves and Poshek at 2:36. A loss of manpower on the ice as they skate 5 aside, and Sundstrom fills in for Graves.
See, Bellows playing on a line now with Bradley. That's changing their lines a little bit. Anderson would be there if the team was leading, but they need offense, so they got offensive players on the ice.
Healy looks around, one-handed in the corner. Zaminer there was knocked away from him. Bradley plays it. Being hooked by Verbeek. Fans upset that there was no call on Bukaboom as he took down Zaminer. Rangers out with the puck. Messier. Leach to the right side on the 3-on-2. Leach moves in on cross. Fires. Intended for Sundstrom. Just missed. Petit. Sundstrom after him.
The Rangers need now, Sam, are smart changes, too. Played yesterday, have a lead. Don't overextend a shift and make smart changes.
Fellows save. Healy, a big one.
There, the Leach and Samuelson changed there, and Tampa took advantage of it. You need smart changes.
Verbeek dropped to Nordstrom. Nordstrom for Samuelson. It was tipped away. Samuelson plays it to Robitaille. He's checked there by LaPuma. Cullen's pass taken away by Ferraro. Samuelson toward the net, knocked down. Out comes Cullen. Gleba back for Burr. He's checked by Samuelson. Gave it up to Ferraro. Knocked down by Burr toward the net. Cullen and Samuelson were tied up. Cullen wanted a holding call. Cullen's got it back. Leaves it to Burr. Shot blocked by Samuelson. Ferraro moves it. Boy, the Lightning have really come out hard here in the third. Puck cleared out by Robitaille. Burr and Ferraro both went down in center ice. Then Burr kicked Ferraro's stick away. Nordstrom out to Kovalov. He's pressed by Gratton. Kevin Lowe to Nick Kyprios. 3-1. Rangers leading it. 4.5 minutes gone by. Third period. Gratton.
Ciccone just took a run. He got away with one. Andy Van Hellemond was looking in the opposite direction. Big hit by Kyprios on Ciccone.
Ciccone knocks down Kyprios again and draws the penalty. Bad penalty taken by Ciccone.
He's lucky he never got caught the first time. Kyprios went around David Shaw with the new rules. You can't hold him up. And he went right into Ciccone, who got mad and got away with the first one. And then Kyprios baited him, and he took a second one.
Ciccone stops Demchinov.
Now they got to make sure the Rangers do that they don't take one to even it up.
Gratton challenging LaPerriere.
Ciccone's played smart here, but not on this play. He puts his team down a man, and they trail 3-1.
At the Russell Defensive Driving School, they teach a course called Street Survival. Here, drivers learn the fine art of skid control, accident avoidance,
and emergency braking. While it's tough on the students, it's torture on the cars. Fortunately, they rely on the durable Mitsubishi Galant, because even after miles of abuse, the Galant's always ready for more. The Galant, a car of enduring quality. From Mitsubishi, the new thinking in automobiles.
Person needs to send resume to New York. Wants to make a big impression. Goes to post office. Finds out priority mail is a smart solution. Resume gets noticed. Person gets job. Now, you can only get a cab. Team needs new jerseys. Person has to deliver them overnight. Goes to post office. Finds express mail is a smart solution. Guarantees delivery. Jerseys arrive on time. Person avoids getting sacked.
Enrico Ciccone has just calmed down. He was going wild before. I believe he got an extra 10 minutes. He slammed the penalty box door. Andy Van Helmen, I believe, gave him misconduct, and he was going wild.
Now, here's what happened. Kiprios dumps it in. He gets held up by Shaw, then goes around Shaw and throws a hit. Now, here's where Ciccone got away with one right there. No call. But Kiprios gets up and goes back over to Ciccone. Then watch what Ciccone does. You get away with one, but not two. That put his team down a man, and then he got called with a misconduct for banging the door.
And then doing some more yelling and screaming.
Over 200 minutes now, huh?
Yep, he has gone over the 200-minute mark with a couple of minors in this game and now the misconduct.
Matthew Barnaby in Boston has 239, which I believe leads the league.
Yes. Rangers power play. They're 1 for 4, leading 3-1. Good play by Leach. Beware of Zameter. He has 3 shorthanded goals.
Offside. Rangers close to a 3-on-2 there with the man advantage.
The penalties were at the 5-minute mark. Ciccone 2 for cross-checking and a 10-minute misconduct.
Ciccone is one of the toughest players in the league when it comes to dropping the gloves and getting it on. And they really try to work him and keep his focus and not let him get the temper going. Here he got the temper going. Up cost him 10 minutes extra. He got the temper going on Kiprios, which would cost him 2 minutes.
Bellows is serving the minor.
Say that Ciccone. Say that Tampa Bay has 6 shorthanded on the season. 6 shorthanded goals, 3 in a row, 3 at home. So they're not a big threat in that area. They could use one here, may take a chance.
Leach, Driver, Messier, Robitaille, and Verbeek for the power play. Rangers have yet to register a shot on goal here in the 3rd period. 6 minutes have gone by. Verbeek moves in. Checked there by Chris LaPuma. Petit. Tied up by Robitaille. Messier gets it to Driver across the Leach. He's got room, but the net was knocked down.
Petit and Robitaille got together. Jeff Reese had to escape as the net came forward towards his back. You see the pegs that fold away. See Michel Petit, 95, works the puck here with Robitaille, and then they both try to go towards the front of the net, end up banging into it right there. Petit banging Robitaille into the goal.
Brings the stoppage of play. 44 seconds to go on the Rangers power play.
Now Weimer and Anderson come on the ice. The penalty kill. Anderson has good speed, but doesn't score very much. He only has 5 on the season. Weimer's out there. He only has 3 on the season, but he's been hot in the last few games and has had 5 shots through 2 periods. Just want to be aware of that with the penalty killers.
Ferraro, Kovalov, and Sundstrom on with Leach and Samuelson. And the reason for the changes is because Adam Graves is in the penalty box, so Robitaille moved up with Messier, and Sundstrom has moved on the line with Ferraro.
All those options, you know, you talk about those options, you just mentioned them. Where guys go when other guys are in the penalty box. Last season, the Rangers didn't have those options. Right. They just didn't have the depth to be able to do that.
Ferraro across, finds Kovalov off his skate. He's checked by Holder. Weimer fires it around, and it caroms up into the crowd. 8 seconds to go in the power play, and still no shots on goal for the Rangers.
Good penalty kill, an important penalty kill at this point of the game for Tampa Bay. 13:08 to go, 8 seconds left in the Rangers power play, and the Rangers having the 3-1 lead.
Alex Kovalov.
You know, he hasn't had a minus game, Sam, in his last 18. Wow. And he's a plus 13 over that stretch. And talking to Mark Messier this morning about how well he played yesterday in New Jersey, Mark said one thing very important. He said Alex can elevate his game. Some people can. But he can elevate his game, and that's what you look for in big games, in tough games. Even though they lost yesterday, he played well, and in playoffs.
Plays deep, intercepted by Petit. Fires out for Bellows. Is out of the box. Teams are at full strength. Cullen for Bellows. Bellows deep against Nordstrom. Bellows around the net. Penalty on the Lightning.
John Cullen just came in to Hope Samuelson and flattened him from behind. Skated right into him and knocked him down. I mean, I don't think the referee had a choice but to make the call.
Bad penalty taken by the Lightning in the offensive zone.
He grew up in the schoolyards around New York, crafting and honing his skills. Through the years, he has become a true New York City hoops icon, a mentor and idol to many of the game's observers. He is now one of the most dynamic personalities associated with the New York Knicks. He is the legend of Johnny Hoops.
Excuse me. Knicks analyst John Andres, only on MSG Network.
Our communities need your help.
Yes, make it count.
Yes, make it count.
Yes, make it count.
Yes, you can make it count. Local communities throughout the metropolitan area need your help. And all of us at MSG Network are asking you to volunteer any amount of time you can to assist your community in helping others. You can make a difference. So yes, make it count.
Lightning have taken 2 back-to-back penalties, bad ones. Ciccone was a dumb one. This one was a bad one.
Yeah, Cullen went to the front of the net. Samuelson was facing the man with the puck, Bellows, here. And just watch. He just pushed him down on the ice. You just can't do that. See how it opened up the ice for Bellows to move in? Cullen was upset, but I think he got upset with himself. He's played well for them this year. But that's a penalty that hurts his hockey club and their purpose here this afternoon.
6th power play for the Rangers. They're 1 for 5. Did not get a shot on goal on the last one. With the time ticked off against Tampa Bay, Rangers with a 3-1 lead. 12.5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Driver dumps it deep. Messier gets to it. Intercepted by LaPuma. Deflected by Robitaille. Messier, Robitaille, and Verbeek with Driver and Leach for the power play. Verbeek has the puck. John Tucker on him. LaPuma, Petit, Tucker, and Anderson for Tampa Bay. Messier, Verbeek shoots wide over the top.
They got LaPuma running around, took him out of the play and opened up the ice there, but Verbeek missed the net on the shot.
Tucker taken down, able to clear the zone. Driver's got the puck.
Last couple of penalty kills for Tampa Bay have been pretty good.
Robitaille pressed by Zameter. Messier didn't see the puck coming. It's cleared aside by LaPuma. 1 minute to go on the power play for the Rangers. Lead to Messier. Carries in. Feeds Verbeek. He shoots. It's blocked by Cross. Sean Burr brings it out. Penalty on the Rangers.
And Verbeek took one on Rob Zander. Knocked him down in the neutral zone as Zander appeared to have a step on him. Boy, oh boy. The Rangers, for the 2nd time this game, take a penalty to kill their power play. Verbeek and Andy are pretty good friends, you know. Not saying too much to one another. I wonder what goes through Coley Campbell's mind when those things happen.
Well, I would think he's a little frustrated with penalties.
That's 5 in 2 days.
That kill the power play.
Kill the power play. However, in this one, the Rangers do have a 4-on-4 goal. See, up on the left side, see Zamner's got a step on Verbeek, and there's the hook into the hip. Definite penalty.
8:35 gone by in this 3rd period. The Rangers have not had a shot on goal.
The Sergei Nemchinov goal to open the game. The first period was a 4-on-4 goal. And Sergei starts this 4-on-4.
It will last 42 seconds, and then the Lightning will get a power play chance. Nemchinov wins the faceoff.
Have we seen much of Roman Hammerlin? I think he's
not
been
in his 3rd, you know.
No, I think he's on the end of the old pine there watching. We mentioned the first period he had a tough go.
Chateau Bow Wow. Shot by Sundstrom goes wide. Sundstrom, Nemchinov, Nordstrom, and Samuelson for the Rangers. Ryan Bradley with the puck. Comes in with Mikhail Anderson, Bill Holder, and Corey Cross. Didn't get much on that shot. Has it back. Bradley with room. Walks in and shoots. Blocked by Nordstrom. Bradley again. Now Cross, saved by Healy. Long rebound, power play now for Tampa Bay as Cullen is on. Man advantage for a minute 10. Bradley. Cross skating to the bench. Hammerlich comes on now. Bradley's got the puck. Hammerlich at the right point. Bill Holder back to Hammerlich. Nemchinov is there. Holder. Hammerlich around the Bradley.
And nobody in shooting position.
Hammerlich with a shot wide. Samuelson moves it around the glass. Comes down to Bradley. Loose puck. Nemchinov trying to clear, couldn't do it. Nordstrom is tied up. Good job by Cullen. Bradley's got the puck. He's checked by Samuelson. Puck out to Hammerlich for the shot. Save, and Healy holds.
Hammerlich with a shot right through Nemchinov. Healy with a good job to hang on, and it's amazing how this power play does not look like it's in a shooting position when Klima's on the bench. Klima now comes off the bench for the last 32 seconds, but nobody seemed to be in a shooting position for the Lightning when you don't have the right-handed shot that Klima has. Every pass they took was to a player who had to turn the body or just take a wrist shot. Here's the save made as there's lots of room in front. Samuelson does his job, not allow the skater to get back in front, and a good save by Glenn Healy. Not supposed to hold sticks, are you?
No.
That's sort of half a hole. That's a half a hole.
That's a lucky. Referee did not detect it. Cullen back to Klima. 18 seconds left in the power play. Blocked by Bukaboom. Graves out of the penalty box. Now on as a penalty killer. Hammerlich. Messier and Graves on with Leach and Bukaboom. Final seconds of the penalty to Pat Verbeek. And he's on. Teams are at full strength. Lightning 0 for 5 on the power play in the game. With penalty killing by the Rangers. Healy covers up. 9:19 to go in the third period. Rangers maintaining a 3-1 lead.
At least one power play goal against the Rangers in 13 of their last 15 games. On the aircraft flying here last night, some of the players talked about how they need a game where the power play comes through and the penalty killing does its job. The power play has one here, and the penalty killing has been perfect to this point, and it sets them up with a 3-1 lead with under 10 minutes to go.
Pretty good crowd at Thunderdome today. 22,708, the fourth largest this season at Thunderdome. Yesterday, they had 22,636 for Detroit.
Let's see, that makes
two-day record, back-to-back games.
45,344, right?
How did you do that?
I looked at it.
Oh, all right.
That's not bad, though. Imagine that.
That's good.
Wow.
Real good. On back-to-back days to get 45,000 fans.
And they're looking forward to their new building.
Put out in front, Healy the save, and he holds on. Zaminer fighting off the check of Driver, got the shot off. Healy comes up big again.
More forecheck with Weimer and Poshek on the ice. These two big forwards are doing a little banging and they're doing a little crashing, and they're allowing the Lightning to keep the puck in. There's Weimer in front, the rolling puck, and Glenn Healy played it well. He stayed on his feet pretty well in this game, hasn't he?
Yes.
Catching glove down low here, leg closed together, and held on for the face-off.
Johnny seems to have real good control. You know, he knows when to kick rebounds away and when to deaden the puck and leave no rebound.
When you play a lot, it almost becomes second nature when you're in a good groove like Glenn is. I've been impressed with Rudy Poshek and Weimer, the two big wingers here with Rob Zamner. They played a hard forechecking game, more than most of the other players for Tampa Bay in this game this afternoon.
Poshek hadn't played much early. He's getting some playing time here in the third.
He deserves it.
Healy stops play again.
Oh, boy.
Now Puma knocks down LaPerriere.
And he gets a penalty.
In front of the net, Poshek and Driver were going at it.
Well, the Puma was mad, and he took a run at LaPerriere from behind, and I think he got caught. Maybe not.
8:53 to go.
Fans, there's a new official in the NHL, one that's making a big hit. Bud Ice and Bud Ice Light, the official beer sponsors of the NHL. Goes down easy and icy smooth. Bud Ice and Bud Ice Light, an official you'll like.
Good afternoon, sir. Is there anything I can show you today? Just looking, thank you.
Of course, sir. Excellent choice, sir. Confidentially, a very big Hollywood star wrote this very piece this morning. But it's just as effective on you, sir. Although perhaps just a smidgen long in the sleeves. Dimitri, good afternoon, sir.
9X. More information, more solutions, more stuff.
Now, let's see how this whole thing got going.
I think they deserve penalties apiece. The Perrier tries to work the puck out of the zone. Oh, knock the helmet off. See if somebody can trip somebody up. Oh, nah, give him a shot in the return. There you go. I think that deserves 2 minutes apiece.
And that's what
their money's worth. Now in front, Weimer and Driver, they go one on each other. Rudy comes in from behind. Sam, the shots are 8-0 Tampa Bay here in the third period. And we played 11 minutes, 7 seconds.
2 minutes each on sportsmanlike conduct. Boy, that was more than unsportsmanlike conduct to me.
That's hockey.
Skating for aside, Messier shoots on goal. First shot on goal for the Rangers. 11 minutes and 20 seconds in to the third period. Klima taken out by Driver. Good check. Kevin Lowe moves the puck around. Rangers a 3-1 lead with 8:25 to go in the third. The Lightning working hard in this third. Good play by Lowe to knock it away from Klima. Chases it down. Klima has it back. Michel Petit heads up ice. Petit, Hammerlick, Klima, and Bradley. Now Mikael Anderson has come on. Nordstrom moves the puck to Verbeek. Back to Nordstrom. Out for Messier. Lightning recover it. Holder to Mikael Anderson. Nordstrom takes him out. Samuelson moves it. Gets it back. 50 seconds to go in a 4-on-4 situation. Samuelson for Nemchinov. Chino against Cross. Hard to the net, just let it wide. And he met up with goaltender Jeff Reese.
I think Sergei likes 4-on-4 action.
Strong move to the net. Here's Bill Holder playing it across. Verbeek to the puck. Just lifts it out.
25, no penalty, 25.
Going cross. Out for Petit. Now Weimer gives it up to Leach. Team's back at full strength in 10 seconds. Leach, pass intended for Lacroix. That shot by Hammerlick. Wow, a rocket.
Did that graze the helmet?
I thought it went off Healy. Might have got it his shoulder. Maybe you're right on the helmet. Perrier sends it in, and we've got some more pushing and shoving going on. Poshek is on. Perrier is on.
I think the Rangers are trying to match the big boys.
Gratton off the stick of Weimer. Hammerlick plays it deep. 6.5 minutes to go in the third. Lacroix hit and knocked down by Poshek. The Perrier trying to control the puck. He does, plays it deep.
Rudy Poshek has earned his ice time here this afternoon and deserves to play.
Hammerlick. 6:10 to go in the third. 3-1 Rangers. That pass off the mark brings an icing on Tampa Bay. And Hammerlick has been off the mark all day.
Yeah, he hasn't had a strong afternoon at all. And you were right. What we had heard about him not playing nearly as well post All-Star game as prior to the game itself. And he was caught on the first 2 Ranger goals. Actually, one he was on the ice for, one he caused the penalty, which led to the power play goal to make the 2-0 Rangers.
For Rangers history buffs, this date in Rangers history, February 11th, 1968. Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's see what happened here.
Poshek and Lacroix. He heads up ice with the Perrier near him, and he wants to find the body. Gets in there, involved with the Rangers trying to come out. Then as the Rangers do come out, he moves over and took a good hit into Lacroix along the boards.
All right, back to Rangers history. February 11th, 1968, Jean Rattel scored the last goal at the old Madison Square Garden. Rangers played the Red Wings to a 3-3 tie. That courtesy of Phil the Thrill Chohansky, our statistician.
Jean Rattel works for the Boston Bruins now as part of their scouting staff.
He's pucked in the corner. Centering pass was blocked. 5.5 minutes to go in the third. Messier with the puck. Rangers only one shot on goal here in the third period. Kovalov to Messier. Messier looking around. Off the boards. Graves has it. Checked by Zamaner. Anderson to Bradley. Lost control. Looked like Bradley and Anderson got mixed up on their signals. Tangled up. Nothing developed. Hammerlich back to the puck. 5 minutes to go. Big Roman Hammerlich fires it in. Healy gloves it. Nordstrom back for it. Robitaille kicking it ahead. Stopped by Hammerlich for the shot that goes wide. Around the board. Sean Burr off the stick of Klima. Samuelson finds the puck and moves up ice with it. Slides it down to the Tampa Bay zone. And Robitaille got there to negate what would have been an icing. Holder gave it away to Kyprios. Robitaille tied up with Holder. Ferraro's got the puck. He's knocked down by Sean Burr. Robitaille trying to come out in front. Burr plays a hard game. Now Kyprios, checked by Hammerlich. Robitaille for Ferraro. Turn shot it wide. Robitaille, Kovalov stuffed it in. Took it off the boards with a quick hands. It was Robitaille, excuse me. Robitaille gets the goal.
In this situation, you've got Ferraro got hammered by Sean Burr. And you watch to make sure he doesn't get up and retaliate. He just kept in the play, almost scored himself. The puck went back around the boards, and there was Robitaille to stuff it in. That's a big goal. Makes it 4-1 Rangers at 4:03 to go. I mean, watch Ferraro turn around here, and he gets bulldozered over. Bang! But he didn't get mad. He didn't slap back. He didn't do something to take a penalty. He kept on going. I watch him get up. He gets up, and he'll go to the front of the net. Kyprios and Robitaille. Here's the front of the net. See how he almost gets a scoring chance, goes wide, but that drew the goaltender out and allowed Robitaille to score from the side. Ferraro kept it going.
And I apologize for the missed call, but that's a move that Kovalov does a lot from the side of the net, pulling that puck out, quick hand.
Oh, excuses, huh?
Nice move. 17th goal for Robitaille. Ferraro and Kyprios the assist at 15:57.
We've got a penalty upcoming, I believe. To Corey Cross. He'll go and sit for 2 minutes. A slashing call.
Rangers with the 4-1 lead.
Hello, I'm Hugh Mechanic. This just in, a meteor landed near a McDonald's. Here's Eyewitness Louise Sanders.
Well, I had just ordered when all of a sudden...
What did you get?
Oh, a triple cheeseburger.
Oh, don't you love that first tasty bite?
But the meteor just...
Meteor? It sure is meteor. There's 3 all-beef patties in there.
But this is a big deal.
That it is. McDonald's triple cheeseburger is a big, beefy burger. Try it as an extra value meal. To recap, get the triple cheeseburger at McDonald's. Oh, some big rock fell out of the sky.
In the world of credit cards, the traffic is getting pretty heavy, and it's easy to get confused by all the complicated new card offers and restrictions. But people who know where they're going use one card, Discover Card, with the cashback bonus award, the Smart Rate program, and no annual fee. For a positive impact on your finances, use the Discover Card. It pays to discover, the card that pays you back. Use it where you see the Novus sign.
Try and find out what happened regarding the penalty, the goal. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the goal. See, Ferraro has a goaltender chasing him along with Holder and Sean Burr. 3 guys going after him. Robitaille took the puck off the backboards and had time to stuff it in.
Penalty called to Corey Cross gives the Rangers power play chance. Messier almost put it in. Graves knocks the puck down and it's brought out by Zamaner. Rangers with a 4-1 lead. Rangers have had only 2 shots on goal here in the third period. The second one by Luc Robitaille goes in the net. Anderson. Petit double team. Graves has the puck. Set up to Driver for the long shot. Saved by Graves. Oh, off the post.
Yeah, I could hear it.
Boards by LaPuma to Zamaner. press examiner. With 1 minute to go on the power play, 2:40 to go in the third period. Rangers leading 4-1. Rangers looking for their third win in the last 4 games. And it's been a good stretch. It'll be 8-2-4 over the last 14 games. 15 to go here. They score. Ray Ferraro. It's a power play goal, and the Rangers lead 5-1. They've had only 3 shots here in the third period and have scored 2 goals.
That was a good shot from the point, anywhere near the net. Ferraro skated out of the corner and just used his stick to knock the puck down, and alongside of Jeff Reese. See the puck go back here to the point. Ferraro's let go. Look at him skate towards the front. Bang. Little deflection, knocking the puck down with a stick, and in behind Jeff Reese. A quick shot from the left point. And it's 5-1 Rangers. They've got themselves the power play going with a couple, and the penalty killing excellent in this game.
Special teams come through. They've announced Bukaboom.
I think Ferraro knocked it down.
Will be changed. The announcement was Bukaboom from Robitaille and Driver.
Bukaboom from Driver and Robitaille at 17:46.
Minute 50 to go in the game. Rangers with a 5-1 lead. Perrier got dumped by Petit. Gets up and looks at Kochek. Brian Bellows gets the shot, sticked aside by Healy. Nordstrom to Samuelson. Now Nick Kiprio slides it down. As time winds down, Rangers will have a couple of days off.
Kochek and LaPerriere met at the benches, were separated nicely by the linesman.
Bellows is in all alone. He scores. Brian Bellows sent in nicely by Bill Holder. And with 1:17 to go, the Lightning cut it to 5-2. 13th goal for Bellows, only his third at even strength.
Here you see the players meeting up and the neutral zone. You can see that Bellows got ahead of everybody, including Sundstrom, and he's pretty good in tight. In lots of time. Holder, what a nice play that was. The defenseman down 5-1 was way up ice, made a nice pass. He also made the pass earlier in the zone here where he went behind his back, which helped lead to one of the goals. Andy Van Hellemond there talking to Wayne Cashman and staff about something.
Bellows had gone 9 games without scoring a goal. It's one here.
Nice pass by Holder to feed Bellows. Kind of frustrating for a goaltender. You know, you're up 5-1 with under 2 minutes to go, and all of a sudden it's 5-2. Ciccone sat for 12 minutes. He's now on the ice. Kovalov is on the ice, too. They've had a couple of meetings so far in this game.
Those
Hope
flashing
nothing
battles.
silly happens.
1843 was the time of the goal by Brian Bellows.
And number 19, Brian.
Kevin Lowe looks up.
The time, 18:43. Bellows.
Bradley also gets an assist.
At 18:43.
And we're under a minute to go. The giveaway to Sean Burr. Takes a long shot that Healy stops. 29 shots in the game for Tampa Bay. 11 here in the third period. They've outshot the Rangers 11-3 here in the third. Rangers lead the period 2-1.
Be an icing call here against the Rangers.
Rangers have scored 8 goals in the third period this season against the Lightning.
Rangers have had a good third period all season long. The Rangers goal scored going into this game third period wise 70-46, and in this one it's 2-2, right? So 72-48 third period wise.
Oh, this one it's 2-1.
Oh, 2-1. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I apologize. So it's 72-47. It's a pretty good difference. Maybe 73.
Yeah. And they score. Kovalov gets the goal.
3-on-1, and Kovalov, the left-handed shot. Look. You know, when he's going, he loves to shoot the puck about a foot off the ice on the stick-hand side of a right-handed goaltender. And he moved in here, left-handed shot. He looked. And watch where the puck goes.
Oh, what a
He
step.
loves to put it inside the goalpost on the stick side of the goaltenders. This one did. Nicholas Sundstrom will get the primary assist. The defenseman Holder stayed back, and there's the shot. Oh, man, right inside the goalpost. That's actually about 2 feet off the ice, but it was a beauty.
Nicholas Sundstrom, who'd had only 1 point in the last 14 games, comes up with the assist. Alexei Kovalov picks up the goal, 6-2. Kachinov is wrapped up by Corey Cross. The puck all the way down. 10 seconds to go in the game. Rangers getting 3 goals on 4 shots here in the third period. They've outscored the Lightning 9-2 in the third period in the 3 games. And Glenn Healy picks up another win, his 14th. The Rangers' 33rd of the season, their 14th road win. And that is a good 6-2 win for the Rangers. Gets the team that had given them trouble in the first 2 meetings.
Well, they had a good start to this game. The previous 2 games were Tampa Bay and the loss yesterday in New Jersey. The other teams had the better of the games early. This one, the Rangers had the better of the games, this game, pardon me, in the first period. And that made a real difference, I think, to the flow of the game and how the Rangers approached it. Then they had the lead of 2-0. They were allowed to play their game. And when they got into a little problem here and there, Glenn Healy was very strong.
Scoring on those late goals, Ferraro at 17:46, his 24th from Driver and Robitaille, power play goal. Bellows 13th from Holder and Bradley at 18:43. Kovalov's 13th from Sundstrom at 19:24. Rangers were outshot by Tampa Bay 30-26, but win the game 6-2. We'll be back with our post-game wrap-up right after this.
And now Mobil presents our sleek new nozzles. They're easier to use and 30% faster. Pick one up today.
MSG Network celebrates Black History Month presented by Minolta in partnership with Nobody Beats the Wiz.
Known as the greatest fighter that ever lived, Sugar Ray Robinson fought for 26 years in the professional ring. His career started with 39 wins and 1 loss to Jake LaMotta, followed by an astounding 96 straight victories. Of 89 amateur bouts, Sugar Ray Robinson won 69 by knockout, 44 of them in the first round. Sugar Ray Robinson, a legend in his own time.
How does Minolta stay on top?
Do you think that I'd zoom to Bora Bora without my new Explorer?
I can keep my little girl at any age with Minolta's Freedom Family Zoom.
I ain't know about being #1, and the max I'm through in the SI keeps Minolta on top.
This Minolta compact can't zoom to 140 millimeters? I lied.
Only from the mind of Minolta.
Buy Snappy, the video grabber, and you've joined Club Minolta.
If you're just rolling out of bed, do not look outside.
The new Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo offers an available V8 and full-time four-wheel drive.
On the way, buses are running behind.
Anti-lock disc brakes and dual airbags.
Getting through.
Plus package values of up to $1,000.
All in all, it's a great day for snowmen.
Making the new Jeep Grand Cherokee greatly underappreciated by school kids everywhere.
See your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealer.
If you've got business in Washington, you have 2 choices. You can take the shuttle, or you can fly. Metroliner, the smarter shuttle.
Back at Thunderdome, the Rangers have defeated the Tampa Bay Lightning 6-2. And Ray Ferraro scores here on the power play, John. The shot from the point.
Is that Jeff Boone? No, it can't be.
No.
Is the shot taken from the point? Ferraro got to the front? Yes, it was. And the puck was knocked down by Ray Ferraro, had a goal plus an assist in this one.
Player of the game brought to you by the New York Marriott Marquis. Broadway's biggest hit. Ray Ferraro, a solid game for the Rangers coming back off the loss yesterday. Tell us about the game plan going in and the mindset of the team coming in.
Well, we coming off of yesterday's loss, we felt we did some things in the game real well. Actually, we moved the puck through their trap pretty well, and we had some chances, but we were pretty disappointed with I guess the effort basically around the New Jersey net. We didn't get to loose pucks. We didn't win battles around the net or along the end boards, and it showed. I mean, Jersey just doesn't give you any second chances. And today we tried to get to the net a little bit more. We tried to take the puck hard there, and Sergei Nemchinov did it a couple of times. He scored a nice goal, but he missed one later in the third by taking it there hard. And Elvis drew a penalty that led to our second goal, and we did a lot of things right today.
Ray, can you tell us about the little vacation you took in the second period? Was that groin strain or something?
Yeah, it was. I've never pulled the groin before, knock on wood, and we were down, and right there I chased the puck, and I took a spill behind the net, and I tried to push off, and up in the belly of the muscle I felt a pretty good twinge, and we came and wrapped it up, and it felt pretty good, and I'll go home and ice it up, and hopefully it won't be too bad.
As part of the team effort today, the power play was good, coming up with 2 power play goals. The penalty killing was exceptional. That seemed to be a key element in today's win. Would you agree?
I certainly do, Sam. Tampa Bay has the second-rated power play in the league, and they were clicking along at about 22%. And when Alfie played with a goal stick there for a half a minute and got a penalty, the 3 guys out on the ice, Mess, Gravy, and Leachy, did a tremendous job. And along with those 3, Glenn Healy made one exceptional save and a couple other good ones, and that kept the score at 2-0, and really was a key today.
That's been the constant, Ray. Your left winger's been Luc Robitaille. Yesterday and today, Alexei Kovalov was there. I sense, and I don't know if you agree with me, that his game seems to be elevated right now, and I thought he played pretty well yesterday and again today.
I think the last 4 games, actually, JD, Alex has really taken the puck hard to the net. He's shot the puck, and along with Luke, who's getting healthier by the minute, and everybody forgets, I mean, he had a broken bone in his leg, and it takes time to come back. The 2 of them are really starting to elevate their game, and you can see the results. We're getting more chances, we're getting to the net hard, and we're getting second shots, which we weren't getting previously.
Ray, we talk about the effective play of the team in third periods. You've been outscoring teams in third periods. You've been undefeated in games whenever you take a lead into the third period. To what do you attribute the good play and the way you play in third periods?
I think the biggest thing is when we come into the third period and we have a lead, the number one thing that is stressed to us is to continue to play the system. Don't get greedy. Everybody just do your own job and don't try and do too much. And inevitably what happens when a team's trying to pick up a goal or 2, they start to open the game up. We play our system, and as a result, we get a 2-on-1 goal like at the end of the game with Sundstrom and Kovalev, and we get chances on the net because we're disciplined in that sense.
Ray, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on a fine game and a good win, and get a couple of days off before the Montreal game.
Yeah, we do. It'll be nice, and I'd just like to wish my brother Eddie happy birthday. It's his birthday. He'll be watching back in Trail, so happy birthday, Ed.
Okay, we'll say happy birthday as well.
45 below there.
Thanks for joining us, Ray. All right, Rangers with a 6-2 win. We'll be back with more of our post-game wrap-up in a moment.